What's up, guys? What's up? We back. What's up? Sorry for being late. Appreciate y'all for hanging in there with me. Had some tech issues before. I had to set a couple of things up, but we're back. So here we go. Back at it. What's up, Kerm? What's up, PM? What's up, Zach? What up, guys? What's up? Let's just check on the stream here. Make sure everything looks okay. What's up, Slay? What's up, Rowan? What up, guys? What's up? I just want to make sure we're looking good. So let me bring up YouTube and make sure that everything is good to roll before we jump into this. What's up, though, guys? What's up, Noy? What's up, man? All right, so let's check on this. What's up, Isaac? Hey, Chicken Wing. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? All right, everything looks okay. That's good. All right, let's put this out on Twitter to make sure everybody knows that we are live in the Twitterverse. All right, and we are awaiting our special guest of the evening, guys. He will be a little bit late. But what's up? So here we go. What up, Luke? All right, 1-2 the count to Verdugo from Manea.
No.
All right, 1-2 from Manea. This one hit on the line and caught in midair for out number one. Verdugo smokes one too short, and it's snagged out of the air. Chaver stands on second base for the Red Sox. Finn saying hello to the cat. If you guys don't know the background noise, y'all should know the background noise by now. Chicken Wing making his presence known. He's got it stuck in his cone. And this one hit on a line into center, and it will drop for a hit. Chavis coming from third, and he will score. Martinez, an RBI single. JD delivers as he rifles one into center field, and that one will count as an RBI single for JD. Breaking ball that stays up in the zone. Martinez turns on it, line drive to center, and that is an RBI single for Martinez. So let's change this up, guys. Let's change our banner up. The Sox strike first. Red Sox strike first, guys. All right, so Red Sox strike first. This one hit high and deep, and it will... Is it out of here? High and deep and gone, and that is Bogart's, the X-Man, with a two-run shot. See you later. That one hit on a moonshot over the monster, and let's change it again. That was quick. Let's make it 3 as Bogey goes yard, and that is a 2-run shot. Make it 3-0. And let's put that back up. Let's go. That one sails over everything, guys. That one hit completely out of Fenway. All right, Dever is up next. Manea kicks and delivers. They will go inside and low with the fastball. And Devers takes strike one. Let's go. Let's go. All right, here's the 0-1. Dever is going to look at strike two. That one down low and away. They were waiting for me to get here. I hope they hit a lot more then. All right, here's the 0-2 to Devers. Manea kicks and delivers. They check to third, and he says no, he does not go. All right, 1-2 to Raffy Devers now. Devers batting .279 with 9 home runs on the year. 1-2, Manea kicks and delivers. Breaking ball, trying to get Devers to chase out of the strike zone, and he will let that one go. That'll level us off 2-2. That'll level us off 2-2. All right. Manea kicks and delivers. Devers swings away and misses, and he is struck out. Raffy is struck out. So that's no bueno. Devers is struck out, guys. So 2 away here in the bottom of the first. What's up, SD? What's up, buddy? This one hit hard to center. Settling underneath it is the center fielder, and that is out number 3. So Manea gets out of the inning, but not before the damage is done. Not before the damage is done. September 12th, Miami versus New England. Yes, sir, Noy. Yes, sir. What's up, Lissandro? What's up? So let me switch this up, guys. Let me change the banner here. Let's keep this up to date. Top of the second coming up, guys. Top of the second coming up. Chicken Wing running around my feet. What's up there, Chicken Wing? Hopefully he gets his cone of shame off on Monday, so he won't have to wear that no more. But we got to get a win here, guys. We got to get us a win. We got to get us a win here. Did he?
Good boy, going down, go boy.
All right, top of the second inning, guys. Back out of the commercial break. And here we go. Boston leading 3-0 now, thanks to a couple of big hits back in the first to get the scoring going. The Xander Bogaerts 2-run home run, most notably. All right, Matt Olson going to take ball 1. Olson with a .267 average and 8 home runs on the year. And he swings away at this offering. This is hit sky high to right center. Renfroe settles underneath it and makes the catch. So 1 away. All right, Jed Lowry coming to the plate. What's up, all Boston sports fan? What's up? So Lowry to the plate to
No, Diesel. No. Stop it. Stop. Everybody stop.
I told you they were going to fight. He's not going to put up with it.
Are you okay?
Where'd he get him?
I don't know. Are you all right? I think you're okay. Yeah, you're okay. Okay. I guess I have to eat my dinner in the bedroom.
Where'd he get him? Did he hit him in the face again?
I don't know. He's fine.
Yeah, that's we might have to change priorities about teaching him to not mess with the cat. All right, Lowry gonna drive one to the wall. Verdugo picks it up. That is a stand-up double. The cat's not going to be history. He just whacked the dog. He just got the dog. He got a hold of the dog again. Yeah, the cat just got a hold of Finn again. He's going to learn the hard way. You keep messing with him. All right, here's the 1-0 pitch to Chapman. Actually, excuse me, that is the first pitch. So Chapman takes ball one. The dog runs right up to him. Literally runs right up to him. He gives it, you know, he's not gonna sit there and he ran right up to him and the cat swatted him again. He don't want no part of the cat. All right, 1-1 pitch. Richards kicks and delivers. Swung on and missed. Fastball down low and away. Oh, the dog keeps messing with him, Luke. He does. He keeps messing with him. He just keeps, he doesn't know. He's too stupid. He just comes running right up to him and the cat whacked him again. The cat got him again. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one swung on and hit sky high. Dever is going to come in and make the catch. So 2 away here, top of the second. Yeah, the dog, he's not the smartest little thing either. He keeps going right back at him. You figure he learned the first time, but no, he just keeps going. The cat weighs like 3 times as much as him, too. And he continues to do it. All right, 2 away here with a runner on second for the A's. And Richards going to deliver strike 1. So 0-1. Richards nods and delivers, offering number 2. That one down low in the dirt for ball 1. Yeah, Valhalla, he's just, I know he's young and stupid, but the cat's got him twice now. And it's like, come on, man, it's got to go through your little puppy brain that maybe I shouldn't go near this thing. All right, Richards with a 1-1 count. And this one hit foul down the first baseline for strike 2. 1-2 now. Richards trying to get out of the second, trying to get out of the top of the second. All right, so let's see. Richards trying to get out of the top half of the inning. 1-2 pitch, swung on and hit foul straight backwards. So we will reset and do the 1-2 pitch again. What's up, Thomas? What's up, buddy? What's up, Sarah Lynch? What's going on, Sarah? How are you? We are, once again, guys, we're awaiting the special guest of the evening. He's still at work. So he's still at work. But we are going to have a guest with us along for tonight for the call of the game. All right, 1-2. Richard's going to take a look at second. And here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball up and away right on the corner. And Richard's not going to get the call. That'll level the count at 2-2. That was a really good pitch there. That was close. That was a 50-50 ball there. That is one heck of a hook from Richards, though. That curveball is nasty. So that'll push the count to 2-2. Richards takes a look at second, back to the batter at hand, and he is struck out. Richards gets him looking, freezes him at the plate, and he is struck out. Richards registers the K. That is it for the top half of the second. I don't watch a lot of soccer, SD. I do watch some Premier League every once in a while, but not too much. Not too much. Let me just make sure I sent the homie the link. Yeah, I sent him the link, so he should be good to go as soon as he gets out of work. There you go, Kerm. Nice. Hey, Valhalla, the cone of shame, I think, might have saved Finn this time because I think the cat got the cone of shame instead of Finn's face. So, but Diesel was throwing haymakers again. Diesel's throwing haymakers again. Little dude's going to learn, though. That's the second time. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but I'm not holding my breath. I think he's just going to keep going up to him until somebody teaches him that that is not a good idea. That is not a good idea. Showing some stats here on Manea. Through the 7th no-hitter in Oakland history. All right, let's switch it up. I got to, nope, bottom of this. All right, yes, I got to switch my banner up here, guys. Got to switch the banner up. That one hit on a line to the wall, and the Sox starting off with a hit. There we go. That one hit off the bottom of the monster, and that's a base runner on. That is a runner on for the Sox. Fastball up and away, and Renfroe just takes this and drives it right to center field, and it bounces off the bottom of the wall, played off the wall, and Renfroe in there with a single. What's up, Furlow? Renfroe in with a single to start us off. All right, Bobby Dahlbach steps to the plate, and he will take strike one, down low and in at the knees. What's up, Troy? What's up, buddy? Here's the 0-1. Bobby Dahlbach gets a hold of this one. It's hit high and deep and gone. Dead center, 430-foot shot. Goodbye. Make it 5-0. Dahlbach goes yard. That's a dinger. That's a dinger. Dahlbach goes yard to dead center. Kiss this baseball goodbye. Dahlbach crushes this ball. That ball is out of here. What a hit that was. What's up, Diego? What's up? That ball was absolutely crushed, guys. That ball was absolutely crushed. And let's switch the banner up. Let's make it 5-0. Let's make it 5-0. There we go. All right, here's the 2-0 pitch. Make it 2-1. That one in there for a strike. So 2-1 from Manaea. The nod and delivery, breaking ball down low and away, and that'll level us off. Actually, I thought that no, they're not going to give that one to him. So 3-1. So definitely a hitter's count. Manaea behind in the count. Got to give him something he can hit. Here's the 3-1 delivery. This one way inside, not even close to the strike zone, and that's a walk. That is a walk. And again, the Red Sox have a base runner. I'm good, Diego. How you doing, buddy? I am good. All right, so a runner on first, no outs, bottom of the second. Red Sox looking for more here too. 5-0. 5-0 Red Sox. And it's only the bottom of the second inning. We're still not even out of the second. So we got a lot of baseball left to play. We got a lot of baseball left to play, guys. All right, Chavis at the plate. Manaea will kick and deliver, and Chavis going to take strike one high and outside. Chavis 1 for 1 today with a double back in the first. What's up, Tyler? And here we go. The 0-1 swung on and missed for strike two. Chavis with a big swing there, and he swings over the top of the breaking ball. Thank you, Tyler. All is well. Hope all is well on your end as well, buddy. All right, 0-2 from Manaea to Chavis. And again, the breaking ball. Chavis is fooled, and he swings and misses and strikes out. Come on, Chavis, you know better than that. That was a dirt pitch. That pitch was terrible. Split-fingered fastball that just fell out of the bottom, fell out from underneath it. Good pitch there from Manaea, the split-finger fastball. Good pitch there. And Chavis is out number one. All right, here is Alex Verdugo to face Manaea, and he will take ball one high and inside. Vladimir says, saying hi from El Paso, Texas. Go Red Sox. Go Red Sox, buddy. I'm with you, Vlad. I'm with you. I am with you, buddy. And Verdugo gets a hold of this one. It's hit sky high to right. And Verdugo is out number two. That is easily caught by Brown and sent back into Manaea. So two away in the bottom of the second. Oh, I'm hoping to, Tyler. I'm certainly hoping to. I am certainly hoping to. What's up, Anthony? What's up, buddy? All right, so 2 away in the bottom of the second. Manea kicks and delivers to Martinez. And JD will take ball 1 high and away. 1-0 to Martinez. What's up, Zach? What's up, buddy? All right, Manea kicks and delivers the 1-0, and this one hit hard to short, and it's bobbled, and Martinez going to make it to first safely. There you go, Anthony. Nice, man. So JD hits this one on a hard. It's a hard hit ground ball to short. Nice defensive stop there from the shortstop, but it comes out of his glove weird when he goes to go throw this to first. And JD will make it to first in time. So 2 on and 2 out now for the Sox. A little 2-out rally for the Red Sox. A little 2-out rally for the Sox. All right, Sox looking for more here. And Bogart's going to take strike 1 up and in. Bogey will take strike 1 up and in. So 0-1 to Bogarts from Manea. And Bogey going to get a hold of this one. It's hit hard on a line into left. This one going all the way back to the monster. That's going to score another one. Make it 6-0. Bogey with a RBI double. Bogarts with an RBI double. That'll score another one. Let's change it up again. A changeup right over the heart of the plate that Bogarts just absolutely turns on and drives to left. So let's make it 6 as the Red Sox continue to pour it on. So the Sox just continuing to pour it on here, guys. Runners on second and third with still 2 outs. This is only the second inning, and it's 6-0. All right, Devers at the plate. Yeah, the first pitch that he sees, he swings at. This one hit, and it will stay in play. Third baseman drifting over, and the catch is made for the final out. So finally out of the second inning. Finally out of the second. And let's fix the banner here and put this back up. Top of the third. Coming up, guys, when we come back from the commercial break. Top of the third, Red Sox leading 6-0. Red Sox leading 6-0. Bogart's already having one heck of a night. Bogey already having one heck of a night. Once again, guys, we are waiting on our special guest for the evening. Apparently, he's still working, but as soon as he gets in here, we will bring our special guest of the evening up for the call of the game. What's up, Shannon? What's up? How are you? What's up, Justin? What's up? So let's see what the so we have this series against Oakland, and then we tomorrow we will fly out to, it looks like, actually no, I take that back. The Angels are coming to town, actually. I take that back. So we go from one city in California to another, and the Angels come into town for a series starting tomorrow. All right, Richards kicks and delivers to start off the third. That's in there for a strike down low and in. So 0-1 from Richards. Richards nods and delivers the second offering. That one is let go, and that'll level us off at 1-1. Sean Murphy at the plate with a 188 average, 4 home runs, and 14 RBIs for Murphy. All right, 1-1. This one hit, and it will go foul down the third baseline, so make it 1-2. I've been good, Justin. How you been, buddy? I've been good, brother. How you doing? All right, Richards with the 1-2 on Murphy. Looking for out number one of the top half of the third. All right, Richards nods and delivers. This one hit hard to right. Not hard enough, though. It is caught at the track by Renfroe for out number one. Routine fly ball. So one away here in the top of the third. Richards pitch count up to 31. So that is pretty good. That's about 10 pitches per inning. That is not bad. All right, Elvis Andrus. 174 average, steps to the plate for Oakland. That's a pass ball. That one gets away from Richards, and that's ball one. That is ball one. So 1-1 to Andrus, or Andrus, however you say it, guys. I don't want to mispronounce people's names here. I'll try not to. This one hit on a line drive to center, and it will fall in front of Verdugo. And that is a single for the Athletics. Looked like Richards was trying to throw Andrus. Thank you, Kerr. Appreciate that, buddy. All right, so one away in the top of the third. Runner on first after a single to center. Andrus, the runner on first base. This one hit hard to Devers. Devers on to second, on to first. That is a double play, and the Sox are out of the inning. Let's go. Richards induces the double play. Raff to Bogarts on to Dahlbach at first. And the Sox are out of the inning. Let's go. Let's go. Double play. And let's change the banner. Make sure we are still up to date here. All right, bottom of the third coming up. So the Sox up big early, guys, 6-0. 6-0, and just absolutely hitting the cover off the baseball so far. Just absolutely hitting the cover off the baseball so far. Rob Scott says, go Sox, go Red Sox, buddy. I'm with you. I am with you there. Go Sox. But we are sitting through commercial break here, guys, in between the inning. Bottom of the third coming up when we come back from the break. That's a you issue, man. That's not me. Let me see if I can do something, maybe make that a little bit better. All right, here we go. Manea kicks and delivers to start off the bottom of the third, and that is in there for a strike down low and in to Christian Vasquez. Here's the 0-1 to Vasquez, and they stay down low and inside. Manea will get the strike as Vasquez swings through that one. So 0-2 now to Christian Vasquez. Oh, and 2 to Vasquez. And he swings away. This is hit down the line to right, and it will drift foul. So we will stay with the 0-2 count and reset. We will stay with the 0-2 count and reset. So Vasquez looking at 0-2. And Manea trying to get out number one of the bottom of the third. Yeah, they're not playing too good. All right, Manea kicks and delivers this one way high and outside, trying to get Vasquez to chase, and he will not. That is ball one, 1-2 now to Christian Vasquez. Manea not wasting any time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Vasquez again fights this fastball off and hits it foul down at the first baseline. So the count will remain 1-2 as Vasquez trying to fight his way out of the hole. All right, 1-2 pitch. Manea again trying to get Vasquez to chase, and he will not. That'll level us off 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Christian Vasquez, who starts off the bottom half of the third. Come on, Christian. Let's go. All right, 2-2 pitch. Again, swung on and hit foul by Vasquez. All right, 2-2. Manea shakes off the first sign, nods, and delivers. Vasquez gets a hold of this one, and this is hit all the way to the monster. Nice hard hit ground ball, and Vasquez on to start us off with a single. There we go. Good piece of hitting from Christian Vasquez there. Waits for a pitch he can drive, and he turns on one, hits a hard hit ground ball to the monster. Two-seam fastball that they go down and away to Vasquez with, and he goes and gets it. Nice piece of hitting there from Vasquez. That one driven to the monster, and he's on with a single. Nice piece of hitting there from Christian Vasquez. All right, that'll bring up, I believe this is Hunter Renfroe. Yes, it is. Renfroe to the plate, and he will foul off the first pitch he sees for strike one. Renfroe 1-for-1 on the evening with a single back in the first. All right, Manaea takes a look at first. Back to Renfroe. Here we go. And Renfroe drives it into left as well, and that'll put a runner on. So Renfroe on with a single. Renfroe on with a single. What's up, Jose? What's up, buddy? Guerrera, right-handed pitcher, up and throwing for the Athletics now. Once again, Guerrera up and throwing. Split finger fastball again from Manaea, and Renfroe turns on it. Good piece of hitting again from the Red Sox, and that one driven to left. And that's another base hit for Hunter Renfroe. So Renfroe 2 for 2 tonight. There we go. His second hit of the evening. There you go, Justin. Nice. All right, so 2 on and no out for Bobby Daubach, who was 1-for-1 with a 2-run home run back in the second. All right, so Manaea offers to Daubach. That one down low and away on the corner for strike one. All right, 0-1 to Daubach. Vasquez on second and Renfroe on first, the 2 base runners for the Red Sox. Manaea takes a look at second base, and he will step towards the base and off the mound. So we will reset and do this again. There you go, Rob. Nice. Hey, thank you for the $2 donation, Justin. Much appreciated. Daubach swings and misses for strike 2. Manaea fooled him on that one. They go letter high with the fastball, and it is swung through for strike 2. So 0-2 now to Bobby Daubach. Come on, Bobby. Let's go. Come on. All right, Manaea takes a look at Vasquez at second and delivers. Daubach gets a hold of this one. It's hit to first, and Daubach going to beat the throw out. Daubach beats it out. Bases loaded. Wow. Olsen makes the stop to prevent the ball from headed into the outfield, and he bobbles it on the throw, and Daubach beats the throw out. Bases are loaded. Let's go. Let's go. Nice hustle there from Bobby Daubach as he beats the throw out. What's up, Leedy? What's up, buddy? What's up, Leedy? What's going on, man? Leedy, how'd your Pittsburgh Steelers look, man? How'd the schedule look for you guys? Tough or what do you think? Justin, I'm hoping to do some meet and greets this summer, man. To be honest, like when June rolls around, June, July, and August, I'm hoping to do some meet and greets. I'm just going to put it up. I'm going to put it up, whether it's on my community tab or on Twitter. I'm definitely going to put it up where I'm going to be. And I'd for sure buy you guys a couple of rounds of beers for sure. I would absolutely meet up with some of you guys. And the umps confirm it. It is a safe call. Daubach beats the throw out. Man, that is bases loaded. Bases are loaded, and Manaea's night is over. Wow, Manaea's night is over, guys. Yeah, Manaea's night's done. So we are headed to commercial break. We're going to get a pitching change in effect here for the Athletics. So what do you think, Leedy? What do you think the Steelers going to go this year? How many wins do you think they get? 10? 10, 11, somewhere in there? 10-7. That sounds about right. Hey, what's up, Jared? What's going on, man? What's going on, Jared Brown? How you been, buddy? I've been good. I have been good. How about you, bud? How you been? How have you been? So it won't be much longer now, guys, before our special guest of the evening is joining us. So we are sitting through a commercial break, guys. Pitching change in effect here for the Athletics. Pitching change in effect for the Athletics. Manea's night is over. They yank him after 3 innings. They yank Manea. Yeah, that's a fair assessment, Leedy. That's a fair assessment. I think 10-7. Jared. I think 10-7. That is what I think my Pats will be sitting at. 10-7. I think is realistic for them. All right, so here we go. Guerrera, the new pitcher for the Athletics. So Guerrera, the new pitcher for the Athletics, and here we go. Resuming the bottom of the 3rd inning, no outs. And the bases are loaded. No outs, bases loaded. Red Sox with a chance here to really break this thing open as even more than it already is. What's up, Kev? All right, here is Guerrera's first offering. Swung on and missed for strike 1. They do need to win this, Cab. Yes, they do. All right, this one hit on a line, stepping on second base onto first, and that's a double play. But that does score a run. Renfroe scores, and that'll make it 7. So let me fix this, guys. So that's a double play. Hit right at the second base, right at the shortstop. He will step on second base and then send it on to first. That's an easy double play. But a run does come across for the Red Sox. So let's switch this up real quick here, guys. A run is pushed across, and that'll make it 7. So now 7-0 with 2 away in the bottom half of the 3rd. Really? Oh, Leedy, that ain't right. That ain't right. Somebody got a little too sensy, Leedy. Someone got a little too sensy. So 2-0 to Chavis from Guerrera. All right, Guerrera nods. And here is the 2-0 pitch. Low and inside, swung on and missed. That is a changeup, actually. Seriously, Kerm, for real. All right, Guerrero kicks and delivers. This one hit high to right, and that is right at the right fielder, and that is caught for out number 3. What's up, Nicole? We're doing it a little bit differently today, Nicole, because I have a special guest coming on the stream when they get off of work. So they're on their way home now. We should be getting our special guest of the evening to help me call the game very soon. So let's update this now. Let's update this banner now, guys, to keep you guys updated. That is it for the third inning. So third inning is over and done with. After the commercial break, it will be inning number 4. We will start off inning number 4. Excuse me, guys. The Red Sox with a massive 7-0 lead. 7-0 lead. So inning number 4 coming up when we come out of the commercial break. Hopefully they resolve it and you're back in like a day, Lee. Hopefully it's only like a day thing. It's only like a 24 or 12-hour thing. What's up, Doug? What's up, man? Yeah, he plays for San Francisco, I think. Yeah. I think he plays for the Giants. All right, top of the 4th. We are back at Fenway, and let's get this thing underway, guys. Normally, I'd be drinking some beer with you guys while calling this game, but I got to get up at 4 a.m., like literally 4 a.m., probably like 3:45. I got to be on the road at 4:15, so I got to get up really early. So beer is kind of out of the question tonight. Beer is out of the question tonight, unfortunately. All right, so here we go. Mitch Moreland going to take strike 1. So here's the 0-1 pitch from Richards to Moreland. That one chopped weakly to second base, sent on to dog walk, and Moreland is gone for out number 1. All right, Ramon Loreno stepping in to face Richards now for the Athletics. All right, Richards kicks and delivers to Loreno, and that is in there right down the heart of the plate for strike 1, 0-1. Oh, and 1. Richards, the curveball gets him swinging, make it 0-2. Nice pitch there from Richards. Curveball low and away, and that is one heck of a hook from Richards. Not wasting any time. Here's the 0-2 pitch, trying to get him to chase, and he will leave that one alone in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Loreno. All right, 1-2 pitch, and that one gets away from Richards. Slipped out of his hands there. That one way down in the dirt, not even close. Leedy, I think 10 wins is possible with them, but their schedule, the second half of their schedule, there's like a 5-game stretch that scares me. I think 10-7 is realistic if everything goes according to plan, but that's if everything goes according to plan. All right, Richards, 2-2 pitch. Curveball gets Loreno swinging for strike 3. He is gone. Goodbye. Strikes him out. Beautiful 12-6 curveball from Richards. 10-7 is if everything goes to plan, Leedy. But I think that's I definitely think it's obtainable. But the first half of the Pats schedule is not too hard. It's really not. It's the second half that scares me. So 2 away here in the top half of the fourth. Richards kicks and delivers pitch number 42. That one down in the dirt for ball 1. That one down in the dirt for ball 1. One and 0. Richards kicks and delivers. Make it 2-0. Down low and away again. All right, 2-0 from Richards. The nod and delivery, that one at the knees, and that's ball number 3. Richards, that one too low. Come on, Garrett, let's go. You're back in that groove. Back in that groove, let's go. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that's a 4-pitch walk. That is a 4-pitch walk. And Oakland going to take first base the easy way. The Athletics get the base the easy way. All right, that'll bring up Jed Lowry. He is 1 for 1 with a double back in the second inning. Richards going to take a look at first and deliver to Lowry. First pitch down low in the dirt. Nice block there from Vasquez. And that's ball 1. Come on, man. Come on, Garrett. Let's go. Come on. Take a deep breath. Get it together. Strike this dude out and let's get out of the inning. No, we can't, Doug. No, we can't. Absolutely. I 100% agree. All right, Richards nods and delivers the 1-0. This one chopped right back at him. He will field, flip to first, and Richards out of the jam there. Nice job. There we go. That's how you rebound. That is how you rebound. Richards flips to Dahlbach, and that's it for the top half of the fourth. That is it for the top half of the fourth. All right, time to switch this banner up. Make sure everybody stays up to date. Bottom of the fourth coming up when we come back from the commercial break. That was a nice rebound there from Garrett. That was a nice rebound. But in between the innings, guys, the bottom of the fourth going to be starting up when we come back to Fenway from this commercial break. The Red Sox with a massive lead, 7-0. And they have been hitting home runs left and right tonight. They chased Manea in the third. And the new pitcher, Guerrero, hasn't been much better. Hasn't fared much better against the Sox. So I don't know if you guys have been looking, but But have you seen what the Patriots and Bucks tickets are going for? Have any of you guys looked at that? What those? So I have the company I work for has season tickets to the Patriots, and it's there. If for anybody who knows anything about Gillette Stadium, it's the Patriots sideline, section 104, and we're about 6 rows up. I could sell each of those tickets for about $6,000 each. And we have 4 of them. The ticket prices for that game are insanity. They're pretty much like Super Bowl tickets. All right, starting off the bottom of the 4th. Guerrera kicks and delivers to Verdugo. That's a ball. 1-0 to Doogie. I have a feeling that's what we're planning on doing, Noden. I have a feeling that is what we're planning on doing. All right, Doogie going to swing and miss the changeup for strike 1. So 1-1 to Verdugo. That was a good pitch from Guerrera there. The changeup down at the knees. All right, 1-1. Guerrero nods and delivers this one high and away for ball 2. 2-1. Two and one to Verdugo. Guerrera kicks and delivers. That one beautifully paints the outside lower corner for strike 2. 2-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, dude, they're going for like Super Bowl ticket prices, like the 50-yard line selling for like 15,000 a ticket. It's stupid. It's stupid. 2-2 pitch. Curveball gets Verdugo, and he swings through that one. A nasty hook down low and inside, and Verdugo swings and misses. Strike 3. That was a nasty, nasty pitch there. Nasty pitch from Guerrera. Just a filthy curveball. So 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. All right, kick and delivery to Martinez, and that's in there for ball 1, low and away. So JD will take ball 1. 1-0 to Martinez. Guerrera nods and delivers the 1-0. Martinez hits this one weakly to first. Will it stay in play long enough? No, it drifts into the Sox dugout. First baseman looking to make a play on that baseball, and fortunately for the Sox, it drifts foul and out into the stands. All right, 1-1 to Martinez now, with 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Thomas, if my cat was a major leaguer, who would he be? Frank Thomas. Either Frank Thomas or Mo Vaughn. I'm actually going to go with Mo Vaughn. I'll go with Mo Vaughn. Yeah, give me some Mo Vaughn. All right, 1-2 now to JD Martinez. Guerrera kicks and delivers. Breaking ball trying to jam Martinez, and he will fight that one off and hit it foul. Dwight Evans. There you go. All right, Guerrera looking at a 1-2 count to Martinez. He nods. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball that Martinez just barely gets enough of to stay alive. That was a good pitch, though. Down out of the strike zone, trying to get Martinez to chase that one, and he just gets enough of it to hit it foul. Just gets enough of it to hit it foul. All right, 1-2 to JD Martinez. And the curveball gets Martinez as Guerrera strikes JD out with that nasty curveball. Yeah, they've had good years, Odin, but Martinez just struck out via the curve. All right, Bogey standing in 2 for 2 with a 2-run home run and a double and 3 RBIs tonight. Bogart's having himself an evening. Bogey having himself a night. So 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to Bogarts is not even in the same zip code as the strike zone, and that'll be ball 1. All right, Bogey ready for the 1-0 pitch. This one in there for a strike. That'll level us off at 1-1. So even count 1-1 to Bogarts. All right, and Bogarts chases after this one out of the zone, and it's driven to left, and that's a base hit for Bogey. There we go. Bogarts, they tried to pitch him out of the strike zone up and away. Bogarts goes and gets this one, and is hit on a line to left. So they tried to go up and away to Bogarts with the fastball, and he goes after it, turns on it, and drives it to left for another hit. All right, Bogey on with a single to start it off. And this one hit. Come on, Raph. Devers half-heartedly swings at that one. It's hit weakly to second, on to first, and that is it for the Red Sox 2-out rally. That is it for the Red Sox 2-out rally. And that is it for the 4th inning. So inning over. So 4 in the books here in Fenway. 4 innings in the books here at Fenway. When we come back from the commercial break, the 5th inning is going to be starting up. So let me fix my banner. Fix the banner, make sure everybody's up to date. Top of the 5th. All right, top of 5 coming up. Red Sox again with a massive lead. 7-0. I think 10-7, Odin. I think the second half of the schedule is a lot harder than the first half. A lot harder. That is what I'm going to say about it. Second half of the schedule is going to be a lot harder. Favorite Red Sox of all time, Doug, or on the current team now? Of all time, of the current team now? All right, Richards back on the mound for the Sox to start off the fifth. Here we go. Kick and delivery. That one, change up in there to start off the fifth for strike one. Matt Chapman at the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a pop out back in the second. All right, Richards not wasting any time. Here's the second offering to Chapman. That one hit foul, and very quickly Chapman in a hole 0-2 to Richards. What's up, Brady? What's up, buddy? Brown on deck for the Athletics. All right, 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Richards gets him with the breaking ball for strike three. Okay, all time, Doug. I am going to say Jason Varitek is my favorite. It's probably a close tie. It's a close tie between Varitek and Tim Wakefield. Those are probably my two favorite Red Sox of all time. My favorite player on the current team is Alex Verdugo. All right, here we go. Next batter for the Athletics, Brown, and he will take ball one high and away. All right, 1-0. Richards kicks and delivers 95-mile-an-hour heater right down the heart of the plate for strike one. That'll level us off at 1-1. Tim Wakefield was the man, Cab. He was the freaking man. All right, 1-1 from Richards. Nod and delivery. That one on the outside part of the plate. About thigh high for strike two. 1-2 to Brown now. 1-2 to Brown. Richards looking for out number two here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. This one hit hard. Verdugo on the run, and he will make the catch. Doogie on the move, and he will make the catch for out number two. Nice job there from Verdugo. Verdugo showing off the wheels as he runs that line drive down and makes the over-the-shoulder catch. All right, Richards with two outs now in the top of the fifth. Kick and delivery to Sean Murphy, and that is ball one down low at the shins. What's up, SD? What's up, buddy? All right, 1-0 pitch from Richards. That one in there for a strike. That'll level us off 1-1. That'll level us off 1-1. Vasquez is a good catcher, Doug. I like Vasquez a lot too. I like him a lot. I like his attitude. I like that he plays with a chip on his shoulder. This one hit hard into center, and Doogie not going to be able to get to that one. And that'll fall for a hit. That'll fall for a hit. I don't know how you feel, Doug, but I like guys that play with a chip on their shoulder. That's kind of why I gravitate towards like guys who play with a chip on their shoulder, like Verdugo. I like those scrappy, guys that'll scratch and claw for every inch that they get. I like that kind of that attitude in a ball player. All right, Richards kicks and delivers this one up high at the letters for ball one. All right, 1-0, and make it 2-0 as Richards misses the strike zone again, low and away. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Richards fools him with the breaking ball down low in the dirt. And that'll make it 2-1. Oh, now he's finally ready. I bet he ate a nice dinner, too. I bet he ate a real nice dinner. You schmuck. Nice of you to show up.
Dude,
Nice.
I cannot begin to tell you how bad work just killed me today, man. Oh my God.
I had a feeling.
It's so frustrating at times, man. But you know what? There's nothing better that I'd much rather be at than being here watching this game, getting boat raced 7-0 against the Red Sox right now at top of the fifth inning. But
So for those of you, introductions are in order. Jake, this is Jake from the Snake Sports Talk Show, guys, and he is a Athletics, Chargers, and Knights fan, right? Golden Knights for hockey.
Yep. Vegas Golden Knights. Yep.
So if you guys don't, welcome in Jake, guys. And if you don't have my guy, please go and subscribe to his channel. Would one of my moderators do me a favor and put my man's link in the chat? That would be excellent. But what's up, Jake? This a rough start for Oakland, huh?
Yeah, it's a rough start for Oakland so far, but you know what, though? Nothing compared to how last night from James Caprillion and his dominance of Caprillions it was last night for his first win in the major league level. So it was a lot of fun.
They couldn't hit anything last night.
Yep, and so Elvis Andrus draws a walk from there, and I don't know what the hell happened now. All
right, so the Athletics with a runner on, trying to scratch and claw their way back into this one. Another runner on. So 2 on and 2 out, top of the fifth, guys, as Oakland's trying to scratch and claw their way back into this thing.
Yeah, hopefully.
About the seventh inning, time's not going to be their friend anymore. Start getting back into it now. If they're gonna make a run in it, they got to score at least probably 1 or 2 here.
Yeah, and you have to take it one at bat at a time and one pitch at a time. And this is kind of something that, the A's, if they really want to get themselves back into this game, everybody has to be up onto the same page. And at the same time, you just got to be ready to, you got to be ready for any pitch that comes up at you. And so that's what the A's had struggled to do at the beginning of this game. And so hopefully some sort of late heroics will come in here later on.
So Kanaa takes a strike there, I believe, or I think it's a strike. Richards not very happy. Garrett Richards not very happy with the call. So that's strike 1.
Yeah, a little bit of I can't begin to tell you, but this has really been on my nerves lately. I've been seeing a lot of batters do this, but they've been throwing the elbow out. Canna, as you see, literally trying to, throw the elbow out. But at the same time, Garrett Richards, I can understand the frustration and with how close that pitch was on the inside. And Mark Canha is the type of guy that likes to put pressure on pitchers. He's been doing that all season long so far. But this has just become such a frustrating thing in baseball this year.
Oh, Richards goes up and in at him. Little chin music. Richards Kanaa just got a little chin music there. I don't know if Richards was too happy about him throwing that elbow out there. So Garrett goes up and in on him. Backs him off the plate.
Yeah,
that'll make it 1-1 to Kanaa.
Well, I don't think Mark Canha is definitely going to be serving Garrett Richards one of his famous dishes, as of course Canha cooks has always been such a good thing for the A's. But my goodness, that right there is classic baseball.
Up and in, right at him. Right at him.
Just straight right at him.
So that one thrown. That one thrown up and in.
One foul.
Canha comes back and hits that one foul. So try to jam him again.
Yeah, like I said, this is both pressures on both ends. Mark Canha and Garrett Richards. Richards just trying to find the zone and just trying to get Canha to really chase something. But at the same time, Canha is trying to put more pressure and try to wear out Richards and force him to throw a mistake.
Absolutely. Speaking of chasing after that one, Garrett tries to get him to chase that one out of the strike zone. Dirt ball. What's up, Key? Key in the building. What's up? I tell you one thing, Richards has been using the curveball effectively tonight. Really, really effectively.
Yeah, it's really been working to his favor, and especially, with how things have worked through 67 pitches.
Yeah.
But a lot of it has just been the slow start of just the offense so far for the A's. But, every single pitch that he's thrown has really worked out well.
I'm surprised they start this is how the Red Sox are going to be, though, Jake. Just either white hot with the bats, or
and we talked about
this. Very streaky hitting. They can go on these streaks where they just crush the baseball for game after game, and then it comes to a screeching halt. For 2 or 3 games.
And we talked about this early on before the season started, because the only way the Red Sox will be successful is if somehow, some way they catch fire. Yeah. We were both not wrong about that, because you already know that Chris Sale was going to be out for the year, and then
majority of the season.
Yeah, majority of the season is kind of pops this up right towards short Bogarts, and he'll make the play, so that'll end the inning. And Garrett Richards finishing it up here from that top half of the 5th as we head over to the bottom half. It's still 7-0 Boston.
Yeah, if Oakland wants to get back in this, they got to start scoring runs now. They got to put two up in this inning if they want to start getting back in it. But we talked about it preseason that they're just going to be a really, really streaky, if they catch fire at the right time, they can be dangerous.
Yeah, they can. And you can already kind of tell with just how the season had began, and also with I'm sure you're probably happy already with looking at how the Yankees have really panned themselves out.
But you know what? I said this too. I said it at the beginning of the year. The Yankees are not going to be that bad. They are not. They're not going to. Oh, no. They're not going to play the way that they've been playing the whole season. They'll right that ship, and it'll be, we're going to get to see good baseball in late August we're going to get to see good baseball in late August and in September with those two teams. We're going to, it's going to matter.
And all it's going to take. Yeah, and all it's going to take is that, the rotation with Garrett Cole, all of them have to really perform at a high expectation. I mean, the thing about it, with the fact that they acquired Jamison Taillon, Corey Kluber, and they have a couple of real good arms that they've got to work this through. And so the Yankees, they really have to get things going, but it seems as though that the offense, Aaron Judge right now is starting to pick things up. Stanton's starting to pick things up. So
they're starting to hit the ball. That's the biggest. They're starting to hit again, which they had that massive slump at the beginning of the year where they just weren't hitting anything.
Yeah, exactly. And that was what was the toughest portion of it. But given at least a little bit of a recap as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning, as JD Martinez got things started for Boston on a sharp line drive single as that scored in the run. Then Xander Bogaerts with home run number 8 as he gets a 2-run homer. Boston up 3-0. Then in the bottom of the 2nd inning, Bobby Dalbec with his 3rd home run of the year. 2-run homer. Boston
that one was hitting mile too. That one was hit an absolute mile. That was to dead center. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, Bobby Dalbec's got a lot of power up into that stick. Then Xander Bogaerts, who's been staying red hot, it's a double in the left field and scoring in both Jonathan Arauz and JD Martinez right up from there. And then Jonathan Arauz grounds it into a double play, and that's where we lead to 7-0 here in the game. And, of course, leading off here with Dolis Guerrera is Christian Vasquez. He's already 1 for 2
How
here
is Guerrera
today.
As a pitcher?
I think Dolis Guerrera, I think he's really good. He's a really good guy that comes out of the pen, got some strong stuff, good fastball, a little bit of some good breakers and off-speed stuff. But Guerrera,
the off-speed, he's struck a couple of guys out with a nasty curveball, nasty curveball.
Yeah, that's what's been really, really good, for Guerrera's favor is when he works those breakers and he works those off-speed pitches. But it's all about just the locations that he puts them in. It's been very impressive to seeing it. 0-1 pitch on the way up top, and there's 1 ball and 1 strike.
He struck all those curveballs that he's thrown. He starts at about thigh level. and it gets about 4 feet from the plate, and the bottom end of it just falls out from underneath it, and guys just swing right over they just swing right. They look stupid because they swing right over the top of it. And it's a nasty pitch.
And it's always, a pitcher's friend when the fact that they locate him right above the hips is 1-1's outside, and just how, the control that they have on those breaking balls. I mean, we see it with Kershaw all the time. The fact that he'll start up top with a 12-6, and the fact that it hammers down so quickly that pitchers just look silly swinging and missing, or they're just fooled just getting looked at by a punch out right from there.
And I've seen a couple of guys too. Kershaw can do it too. He's one of them. There's a couple of guys in the league.
Fly ball into short. Andrews calling it all alone, and he's got it for out number 1.
They not only can they throw the 12-6, but they can actually turn it so it'll go 3-9 if they need it to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they can actually turn. They actually can throw it. Two different ways. It's still got the same spin, but it just the way it rotates, like it's really incredible what some of these guys can do with the curveball, with the versatility that they have with it, because it's an excellent out pitch.
Oh, and a high fly ball into left, and that one is going to end up in the stands for foul for a strike. Boy, Hunter Renfroe, you want to talk about a guy who just has loads of power in that bat. Already 4 homers this year, 17 RBIs, and only batting .234 this year.
And he's come on too lately too. Like he's hit much better in the last couple of, probably the last week and a half. He's hit much better for the Sox.
Well, and Renfroe, who's jumped around from a bunch of clubs. I mean, he was one of the selected picks by the San Diego Padres a couple of years ago, and was with the club for a few years, and then was traded on that Tommy Pham trade to Tampa Bay that sent Renfroe up out there. He played all the 2020 season, kind of gotten into a groove early on, but then just seemed like things died down the second the postseason happened.
Yeah. So Guerrero in a 1-2 here to Renfroe. Let's see. I bet I wouldn't surprise me here if he goes curveball inside and low.
And Bobby Delbeck on deck.
Now they go up and away with the fastball, and that is let go by Renfroe, so that'll level it off 2-2. The Sox did a good job, man, of when they're hitting well, they don't Guerrero's got them to chase a few pitches, but when they're hitting well, they're the eyeball for them is good too. They're not chasing pitches out of the zone in the dirt. Those curveballs that are, they're just not chasing. They see the ball well and they just hit smartly. When they're off, they're swinging at everything, like anything and everything.
Well, it comes a lot to, plate discipline. And as we saw a little flashback from here, and I'm sure you loved watching this, is Benji Molina at the time.
Molina with the triple,
when he hit the cycle in Boston, and Benji Molina was just acquired from the New York, or from the San Francisco Giants as he headed to Texas in 2010. And what a year it was for the Rangers at that time. Made it all the way to World Series, and that's when they had guys like him and Josh Hamilton and Vladimir Guerrero and company. Yeah. And a swing and a miss, and down goes Renfroe, and there's a strikeout there for Guerra, as it's now out number 2, and here comes the youngster Bobby Delbeck.
Delbeck having himself a night, 2 for 2 with a 2-run shot and 2 doubles.
Yeah, Delbeck's really been making his case known in his rookie season.
Excuse me. My bad.
Yeah, and what he's really kind of brought to the table here for the Red Sox this year. Only 204, 3 homers and 13 RBIs. Of course, one of those homers was tonight and got the base hit to be 2 for 2. Here's the first offering, as that one's outside. Try to get him to bite at that slider, but won't go 1-0. And it's funny about Bobby Delbeck, and you can just kind of see with that batting stance how compact he is.
Yeah.
And just waits for his pitch to come. And the second that it gets right to the zone, it's the best swing you watch.
In a hurry. Yeah.
It comes around quick. And I like the fact that
home run that he hit, Jake, it left the park in a hurry. Like it got out in a hurry.
Like everybody in Boston could just try to keep their eye on this thing, but it was too fast to really see, and it just got out of here in a hurry. And a good hitter's count at 2-0. Here comes Guerra's 2-0 offering. That one swung on and missed and kind of threw the bat out a little bit from there, so 2-1. But yeah, looking at this trajectory from Dalbec's pitch off of Minaya, this thing compacted, and when it comes around, it's like a cannon. Boom.
Yeah.
Just goes right through there, right in the left center.
That's why he hits. That's why I think he hits inside, inside and high and low pitches really well, because he can actually, the bat speed's there to get around on him.
I think most of his, just from kind of seeing his swing, like most of his power would be low outsides. And even when he comes around and gets one of those inside pitches, it's almost like he kind of picks it up, almost like a pitching wedge in golf. Just picks those
this
things
one hit
up.
high and deep to center, and it's caught at the track. Speaking of high and inside, that was a high inside fastball that he turned on. But it's
caught up by Laureano and just jammed him up right from there. But what a job by Guerra. Gets out of the fifth inning, and as we wrap things up, it's still a 7-0 Boston lead over the A's.
Guerra's pitching well, though. They haven't been able to do much against him. Couple hits here and there, but they haven't been able to do too much against him. Yeah,
that's where I'm thinking, I think it's just been an off game for Sean Manaea tonight. And
because Manaea's not he's not a bat. He's not this that's not him. He doesn't have nights. Usually doesn't have nights like this. He's a pretty good pitcher.
Yeah, he's a good pitcher, and it's usually the questions for me, with Manaea's performance, is usually by it's always just kind of how is he going to start his approach, because sometimes it's locations, it's control, and those are often where I have to look at it from that point of view.
Yeah,
but looking at just the performance that he had, 2 innings,
he left
7 earned runs, no walk, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts.
He left a lot of pitches hanging, man. A lot of shit. The pitches that were hit for home runs were all breaking ball. They were all breaking ball. Curveball just literally left just hanging out there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, man, but when they leave those hanging curveballs, from the look of it, it looks like there's no spin on it whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's no spin on it at all. And then you see the ones that really bite, and that you can see the rotation in it. You can physically see the seams just spinning, and it must slip out of their hand or something, or they just don't get a good grip on it, and it doesn't rotate. But man, that one that Dahlbach got a hold of, that sucker was like a batting practice pitch. That sucker was like a batting practice pitch. That was a meatball.
Boy, looking at the histories as well, and as we're back here in the top half of the 6th, still 7-0 Boston, is David Ortiz on this day when he was out in Target Field.
Yep.
That was when he hit the 2 home runs that then ended up tying up with the great Jim Rice with 382 home runs. And those are some 2 all-time greats right there.
Absolutely. All right, so the Sox starting it off. Mitch Moreland at the plate. Richards on the mound, and he will take that is a strike, I believe. So 1-1 to Moreland, former Red Sox, now playing for the Athletics. What's up, Darkness? What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Darkness?
All right,
loving this commentary.
Richard. And that one high and away. Again, Richard's still throwing hard, mid-90s, 93 to 95 miles an hour.
Yeah, and especially with the amount of pitches at 72, 5 innings and 4 Ks with no earned runs so far. So it's been a very comfortable night here for Garrett Richards pitching on the mound tonight.
Oh, this one's sent into center, and that's going to go off the wall. Moreland digging for second, and no slide needed from Mitch, and he is in there with a double, and Oakland with a good start to the 6th.
So it looks like the A's finally get themselves a lead runner there in scoring position, and now that's going to be left up for Ramon Laureano.
Good hit from Mitch, too. Good hit from Mitch. This one, they go up, Garrett trying to get him with the trying to get him with the slider up in the zone, and he turns on it and absolutely hits a rocket shot to dead center.
And this is why you got to love at times how the monster could obviously be your best friend at times. When you
or
could
your
just
worst
position,
enemy.
yeah,
You play it wrong off that monster, and that's an easy triple if it bounces around in the corners in some of that stadium. You don't play it well and it bounces, you're toast.
Yeah, third double this year so far for Moreland, and how he's really kind of come up in the designated hitter spot, and what he's really kind of brought his presence in with this A's lineup. And this is all just without Chris Davis.
Yeah. Laureano chops this one to third, and it is foul.
0 for 2, foul out and a strikeout for Laureano this year. 7 homers, 237, and 15 RBIs.
What's the A's record, Jake?
So far, looking at the A's record, and then happy you actually brought this up here for me, but let me take a look here. So I know I had it up here a second ago.
Hey, you're good.
All right. So the A's record, and of course, as we're looking at all the standings from here, Boston, as we see, 22-16, only just about a game up ahead of the Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays in the East, and Tampa only 3 games behind and 5.5 for rebuilding Baltimore Orioles. But looking at the A's, 23-15, only about 2.5.
See, this series between the two of us is a good little measuring stick for both teams. It's like, all right, let's see where we're at early on in this season.
Very much.
Yeah, this is a good little measuring stick for both sides, because it's the Sox hitting versus the A's pitching.
And you got to think about it, because where they land in the standings, being atop it, 2.5 games up from the Houston Astros, 4.5 from Seattle, 5 games from Texas, and then right down below the LA Angels of Anaheim at 6. Yeah, it's just been really, really bad start for the Angels, but that's nothing really new as far as their pitching staff
goes. They always start slow though.
They always do, but you know what? They always finish up short every year, and that's kind of the whole idea with the pitching staff, with that lineup. And ouch, that foul out. It's still 1-2, as that one really caught the inside of that ankle of Laureano.
Those have to hurt when you hit those foul balls off.
Those are the worst.
Foot and off the top, like off the side of your ankle. I remember doing that in baseball, dude. That hurts, man.
Those are the worst. Those are like that's the worst tingler you could possibly get, especially when it's hitting the bone of that foot. And that's the worst, because sometimes you'll either limp it or you really break something the second that ball just gets hit contact right on the foot.
Because it comes, it comes like people it's like when you hit it like that, dude, it comes off the bat hard. Like it's that. I remember doing it, in high school, and that sucked. That short. It hurt.
Trying to make a play, and he couldn't even do it as it bobbles up. And so Moreland gets to third base with ease, and now we've got runners at the corners for the A's with no outs, and Matt Olson coming up.
Aruz missed the opportunity at the bare hand, and that'll bring Matt Olson. So Olson with a chance here to push a run or two across with anything hit deep into the outfield. It's at least one.
An Olson stick who's really been picking things up so far, 265 with 8 home runs this year. So it looks like he's really been plugging into that 4 hole pretty well for the A's, and couldn't have come to a better time this year.
He's hit well in that spot for them.
And that's what I kept telling people. Like, that's his normal spot. Stop moving him around to like the 3rd or the 5th, or, he could potentially be the 5th, but as long as you have Chapman there. But yeah, it's terrible. But
so
especially with
in a hole though, 0-2.
Well, you have to think about how slow the start was for the Oakland A's just to start this year off. They were 1-7.
Yeah, they had a really bad start.
Yeah, and then eventually caught fire with a 13-game win streak, and then started to win more of majority of their games. And so as we're here in the month of May, this is where, spring is in the air, and hoping that the next couple months, by June and July, they'll really start to pick things up. Those are usually sometimes the middle of the season type of things to catch back up.
Yes, executive assistant. Do you need anything?
0-2 right up top, as that's 1-2. But yeah, I love that Olsen bomb last night, and especially after getting into one into right field.
Oh, come on.
That thing was beautiful.
Foul. Yeah, that one from Olsen last night was crushed.
Yeah, and just by just the stance itself, trusting the hips, you got the bat up out there, but then bringing everything back, trusting the hips, that's just how the power works for Olsen here.
All right, so 1-2. Richards still in search of out number 1 in this inning. That's not good for Red Sox fans.
The A's hoping that they can at least string across their first run and hoping they'll get rid of that donut that they've got going on with Jed Lowrie on deck. The other former Red Sox,
Lowry
as he started his career.
Yes, he can. Yeah, he can hit too. That one, not even in the same zip code as the strike zone from Richards, way away. And that'll level it off 2-2 to Olsen. So Olsen trying to push across the first run.
And Lowry's more of just the placement type hitter as well. And, when you see kind of the locations those pitches are thrown, but also at the same time, I mean, any pitch that's thrown in those zones, he's going to be able to throw the bat up out there and get the ball out into the outfield.
Absolutely. No doubt. Lowry will hit it anywhere. He'll hit it into it. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't care about realistically hitting for power. He'll hit it anywhere as long as it's a hit.
Absolutely. And he was a doubles machine.
And Renfroe makes the catch, and what a cannon back in. Wow. Renfroe with an absolute cannon to fire this thing back into the infield, and that holds the runners at first and third.
So it looks like that the A's, they tried to get the run scoring, but unfortunately Renfroe says no.
What a cannon that was. Wow, what a that was a rocket back into the infield from Renfroe.
And it was a beautifully placed ball too, especially with the position that Delbeck was in. And even so, if the runner was really going, Delbeck would have just let that thing roll, and Vasquez would have just tried to pick it up and serve that tag to getting Moreland there at third. But a good thing Moreland stayed put.
It was hit deep enough too. Like, I'm surprised they didn't try it.
And this is very impressive. The Red Sox so far leading the majors with 10 outfield assists, and Renfroe, who's tied for second with at least 4 this year. So digging in is, of course, the former Boston Red Sox who started his career here is Jed Lowrie. And that one grounded.
How has Lowrie been for you guys this year?
Usually the same. I mean, he'd be the guy that they plug into a lineup. And looking at last night, Alex Verdugo had some serious trouble there in center. And after seeing that hit on Chapman, but of course, that beautiful throw by Renfroe the other night, man, was that thing online. And what a way to make up for that bounce off the wall and that misread in the outfield. And Renfroe just coming up and says, "Thank you very much. I'll take care of this."
Yeah, no doubt.
But Lowry's really just been the kind of guy you can plug into a lineup, whether he bats second or sixth, and he's got a
good eye too. He doesn't usually check. You know what I mean? You're not. It's pretty hard to fool him too. So he's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time. But you know what? He's had so much successes with the A's, and I mean, dating back from 2013 when he first joined the club out of Houston.
Yeah.
Then eventually left in 2015 to go back to the Astros again, and then finds his way back to the A's the second that they're there in 2016 all the way through 2018, and that's where they started to let him go as he goes to the Mets. And now he's back here again. So it's almost as if that relationship still kind of ties along no matter where you go.
Yeah.
And the second you find yourself in a position where, hey, we got a hole to fill. Want to play second? And sure enough, Lowrie picks that up.
He's a good platoon offensive guy, like infield offensive guy. He's a good platoon, platoon kind of dude that you can plug, like you were saying, just kind of plug and play.
Mm-hmm. So bases are loaded now, and now here comes the pitching coach after Richards gave up a 4-pitch walk to Lowrie and 89 pitches so far.
So this is interesting, man. Anything hit deep into the outfield, that's going to score 2. If somebody hits a line drive to center, that's scoring at least 2. If it lands.
And Matt Chapman digging in, and of course he's 0 for 2 tonight, 214 this year with 5 homers. But don't disregard Chapman. There are times where, location matters at this point because any mistake pitch, Chapman will make it bite.
And Richards might be getting tired too. He just threw pitch number 90 for strike 1. So swung on and missed from Chapman. Chapman hitting 3 with the bases loaded, hitting 308, 3 doubles, a triple, and 24 RBIs. So not bad for Mr. Chapman with the bases loaded.
This is why situational baseball is always the most important thing. And you look at that stat right there for Chapman. That's where he's lethal at. You put bases loaded. This is a guy that is willing to do the job, and he's willing to end up scoring any runs in any way you can. That's why he's been successful with it.
That one hit to third. Devers on to Bogarts at second, on to Dahlbuck at first, and that's the double play, and that is the inning.
Wow. That's definitely one that I'm
Jammed
sure
him on that one, though. Jammed him on that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bob Melvin is really going to have a serious talk about that because that is something that cannot possibly happen.
That was a big play. It's like that was a big out. The Sox needed that.
Yeah, that's a big out indeed.
Bases loaded too, and you guys get nothing.
Inexcusable. That's inexcusable in my opinion. And why even go? And why even chase?
Stuff like that can't happen.
Why even chase for an inside pitch? That's the one thing I don't understand. I would not be chasing for inside pitch. Bases loaded, and you're in the 6th, and you're trying to get a run.
Yeah.
Push. Damn it. I need that ball to go out there to right field. I don't need it to be pulled to where the third base is going to suck it in like a vacuum. And then that's the frustrations there. That's the manager's frustrations. When you see that, that can't happen. Good Lord. Well, looking at amongst the scores here, as of course we're here on break and getting ready for the bottom of the 6th inning with the Red Sox up 7-0. So far in the bottom of the 8th inning, the San Francisco Giants up on top of the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-1 with 1 out and a runner at first.
Off. They suck.
Well, Pittsburgh's rebuilding. How
long have they been terrible for?
They've been rebuilding for quite some time. I think right at 2015 or so, that was the breaker. That was the breaker right there at that year of 2015. If they could not make that work, nobody should have told Andrew McCutchen to try to touch his dreadlocks.
Yeah.
The second that happened, all hell broke loose. The offense was not the same. Pitching eventually got traded away because Francisco Liriano.
They tore the whole team down after that.
Yeah, Francisco Liriano was impressive. AJ Burnett was impressive. Garrett Cole was impressive. So I don't know what the problem was. But it's just like they were so close to no cigar. And then you got Jason Grilli and Mark Melanson.
I forgot all about that because I forgot that they tore that whole team down after that year. They basically tore it down like fire sale style and just I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's how far my baseball mind goes from because I can remember exactly those teams.
They've been just trying to get, trying to even just stay relevant for years and years.
It seemed like it was moving in that direction the second that McCutchen got called up. Then comes Starling Marte. Then eventually, Garrett Jones was one guy that finally picked up the power in his bat. Third base was flat. Whether you had Casey McGee or not, that position was flat. Russell Martin signing with Pittsburgh was huge. And who was the big time sleeper? Marlon Byrd.
Byrd, right?
Marlon Byrd. That acquisition, dude, was the most important. I don't understand why Byrd didn't stay.
Yeah.
If he would have stayed, give him at least 2 years of that contract, and I guarantee you Pittsburgh would not be in this position that they are in right now. And think about all of the potentials they've had. Austin Meadows,
Yep.
Tyler Glasnow, Jamison Tyon,
I know.
every single one of them. I mean, not for nothing, but it's
Glasnow is impressive.
Glasnow's been impressive. Tyon's been impressive. Even Garrett Cole has been impressive.
Yeah.
Every single one of those prospects that's come through Pittsburgh's system, all of them left to other teams. I don't know. I don't seem to know what the direction is for Pittsburgh. But I can only tell you this. I'm just waiting on the day when my one buddy I played high school baseball with makes his call to the majors with the Pittsburgh Pirates and hoping to at least get a game out there in PNC and hopefully rep a jersey just with his name, number. As a successful kid from my high school, man, that is one I had not seen before. So it's a sweet moment, you know.
So just a side note here, and we'll get back to the game real quick.
Yeah, Pedro Alvarez.
Anthony Sherman, the fullback for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I played high school ball against him.
Oh, wow.
You want to talk about like beast mode? Dude, it was like you would try and tackle that dude, and it was like trying to like it was like trying to wrap your arm around like a steel I-beam. The strength in that dude's legs were stupid. Stupid.
Man. And then talk about the build as well, man. I mean, yeah. That's what's impressive about some of these NFL players nowadays, man. You're either built for power, built for speed, or you just have such a perfect balance, whatever the genetics may be.
Oh, he's the strongest kid he's the strongest kid that I know. That dude is ridiculous.
So Michael Chavis coming up with one out here as Rosa ended up flying out to center, and Chavis, as he fouls this one off into right field, and we got a strike amongst us, 0-1. So Adam Kalarick came in, already 7 pitches, and Kalarick had a rough start to the season with an ERA almost close to over 7 out of the bullpen and just finding the location. And, of course, the former Dodger lefty who really got things started with that bullpen. It's taken a different turn since coming to the A's.
The location's been an issue since he got to you guys. That's been the
bad.
problem.
He's bad.
He's got nasty stuff. He just can't locate
him right. Yep.
Yeah.
Like that one there, as that one's fouled 1 and 2. Like even like locations like that slider right there. If you're gonna bite him in there, that's what's lethal about lefties. You find sliders like that against a right-handed batter in the box, you're hoping that thing's going to be low inside and get them to chase that bait.
Chavis going to hit this one down the line in first, and it's going to stay fair over the bag, and Chavis digging for 2. He slides head first, and he's in there.
Boy, what a beautiful cut on that baseball. I have to say, that was a beautiful cut on that baseball, and good Lord, I thought that thing was going to go right in the stands on that throw.
That one bounces right over the bag. Chavis head first into second, and he's in there.
The locks were flowing, but
the helmet came off and everything.
Let's look at this one more time. I love positions like that on a baseball. When you could cut a baseball just like that and it ends up in the right field, but Seth Brown definitely overthrowing his cutoff man. And
yeah,
what a job by Michael Chavis.
That was a bad relay in.
Oh, it was terrible. Terrible. Overthrown that thing.
I think he just got too like that's overthinking it. Just you know what I mean? That's overthinking it. Just
yeah, instead of simply just planting your foot
and throwing.
And throwing. What's going on, Sox Arizona?
What's up, man? Hey, we could bring you on after the game.
So here's Alex Verdugo, 0 for 3, line out, fly out, and strikeout, and
he's probably my favorite Sox player on the team right now. I like guys with a chip that play with a chip on their shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this is a kid who, coming out of the Dodgers system, and for as loaded as they are, I mean, they have so many really good players that just build and develop out of their farm system.
Yeah.
And not to say, I mean, the Red Sox have been in the same position as well, but for Alex Verdugo to have an everyday outfield starting position has really been one that now he's really starting to work on just developing and really building his potential.
Kerm says, I went to high school with someone whose on the Yanks and even played a game in the that's pretty cool, Kerm.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I went to a kid my brother knows actually made it through the Tampa Bay Rays system. All the way up to single A. I don't know if he got to play in a major leagues, but I know he made it all the way up the system.
Ball to short. Andrews gets it right there to first, and Chavis will move from second to third as he's just about 90 feet away, and there's two gone.
Oh, Verdugo is not happy with himself after that one, and he is throwing his bat and gloves and everything, his helmet. Oh, Doogie is not a happy camper.
Yeah, you gotta, I mean, that's signs of frustration. Get it out, son. Get it out.
That's a wild throw. That's going to score. Will that score one? And it will. Yes, it does. The wild throw, the first from Chapman.
And see, there you go. A wild pitch just like that after everything was thrown on the ground.
Actually, no, I take that back. That's not. Yeah, it is Chapman. Yeah, Chapman with the wild throw.
That usually never happens.
Martinez digging it out.
So it's now 8-0 Boston after an erring throw by Chapman. But let's look at this. Yeah, JD, look at this. I mean, this is usually always Chapman's favorite play, but somehow, some way, however the grip of the baseball was that Chapman tried to throw it to was way, way off. And especially for a platinum Gold Glove winner there, that's usually not always every day you see that.
No, he don't usually make it. Chapman's usually a pretty solid guy in the field. You very rarely see errors out of him.
Yeah, very, very rare. And so much fun to watch. And he's an absolute just solid wall at third base. And now here's Xander Bogaerts.
Michael said, I put $100 on the Athletics. Sorry about that, guy.
What, to score a run or to win the game?
He said, probably to win the game.
Yeah, I was hoping for just to score a damn run.
I'm hoping just
we can't win a game yet until they score a run. Well, man, talk about talk about just being red hot to start this season for Xander Bogaerts. 348, 8 home runs. He's really making his case known, and maybe a potential MVP right there behind his teammate there in first base at JD Martinez. And what did I say? I told you JD Martinez was going to eventually catch fire because last year was a fluke for him. This year is really building up.
Yeah, no doubt. So 1-2 to Bogaerts from Kolarek, and that one hit foul. So we will reset and do it again. Bogey just absolutely seeing the baseball like it's a beach ball right now.
Yeah,
he is absolutely making his case to be put in that MVP run right now. Him and Martinez and a lot of these guys are just seeing the ball really, really well. And you call it too. Martinez is seeing the ball exceptional this year.
And that's the thing about it is when you talk about plate discipline with every single one of these players that dig in the box, Bogaerts is the type of guy that, he spots it, and like in the beginning of it, he was trying to develop his power.
Yeah.
But then in the end of it, once you have that power, you have that control. Now it's just all about just being disciplined.
Just put the bat on the baseball. That's it.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. And JD Martinez, since being signed by the Detroit Tigers to really revamp his career, he's been mastering that for a long time. And that's what's really built it.
Doug makes a good point here. He said, is it Alex Cora's return helping these guys? Absolutely. No doubt. No doubt about it. They loved him as a coach when he was there. They loved him as a coach.
No, it's the unfortunate
work at this count full.
And it's unfortunate with just the way that events had happened since
the
2017 World Series with the Houston Astros and all the things that have happened from there. But you're seeing Alex Cora reemerge. And good, happy things to see from AJ Hinch reemerge as he's now the manager of the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, yeah. So here's the payoff pitch from Kolarek to Bogey. Kick and delivery. That one in there for a walk. That was not even close. And like we talked about location has definitely been an issue since he got in there. He can't hit the corners. He's trying to. You can tell he's trying to, but he just can't. He just can't.
And this is just
He's
forcing
got
it
that
way,
weird
way
delivery
too much.
too. It's like that hybrid half, that hybrid like sidearm delivery too.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me so much of Oliver Perez like that. Because he does
the same arm motion,
same thing. Like, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Guys like that is usually throwing fastballs up top and at the corners, or they're throwing sliders low and in right at the knees to get them to buckle or swing around.
Yeah. Well, plus too, with that motion too, hitters don't get an eye on the baseball until the last. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't get a good look at it until the last possible second, because the way that arm comes around and the way the ball comes out and is delivered, it's tough for those guys to really get a good look at it.
Yeah. So Rafael Devers, who's already got 9 homers this year, he looks at a ball 1-0 and 2 outs with 2 runners on. And the Red Sox still trying to push on pressure against Oakland tonight. Oh, that one way inside, right at Devers, and Devers is just happy and lucky. That's
he's jumping out of the way of that one.
He got out of the way of that.
And that one hit weakly to short on to first, and that's it for the 6th, Jake. 6 in the books.
So 6 in the books, and heading into the 7th inning, could there possibly be some life for the A's to score their first run, or will the dominance from Boston tonight really take over and win the rest of the series?
It's I tell you one thing, it's been uncharacteristic. I thought Manea was going to last until the 6th today.
This has been bad. This has been bad, and this is what scares me most.
For sure that we were going to see
was going to last.
We were going to see. I thought for sure we were going to see a good pitching matchup tonight, but because Manea's not. That's not usually how he goes. He's usually a pretty solid throw for you guys.
Oh yeah, he's usually solid, but that's what scares me the most too, is that the fact that when a pitcher lasts like that so short, that the second the bullpen comes out, that's what scares me. And then you look at guys like Adam Kolarek, and you look at all these relievers. I mean, Guerra's the only one who really came out and really pitched well for them coming out of the bullpen.
Yeah,
no doubt. The second Kolarek comes out, it's not really looking so good. And he's lucky enough he got out of the inning like that.
Well, games like this too, they suck because you gotta rifle through your bullpen. So you use arms, up that you're gonna need at some point. Like games like this are no fun, especially if you're on the opposite. Like obviously the winning side is great because you get to save. You just trot your guy out there, your starter out there for as long as you can. And then when you feel you need, when he starts to falter a little bit, you take him out and you let your bullpen finish it off. But like when you're on the opposite end, it's and you're just literally just mowing through arms. It's not good.
So that's going to be it of the night for the right-hander Garrett Richards after pitching 6 innings and 91 pitches that he has thrown. And out of that, he's only given up 5 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts as Garrett Whitlock comes out.
That's not surprising. They got the game well in hand. There's no need to push him any harder. There's no need to push him any harder.
Yeah, and especially for an impressive game. And this is what I've always said about starting pitchers: give me 6 quality innings at best.
Yep.
And that's the only thing you can ask for. And even with the pitching, with the pitch count at 91, that's more than enough. And so, that's where I think that's really good. That's good. That's good pitching performance.
I'd be interested in seeing how many pitches were strikes tonight for Richards, because ever since they fixed his mechanics, man, it's been a night and day change for him. Ever since they fixed his mechanics issue, he's pitched very, very solidly for them.
And honestly, that's a good thing, especially, starting his career with the Angels, where we all knew kind of where that unfolded, and then eventually made his way to San Diego and didn't really work well. even having that big time injury that kept him sidelined for a long time, and then reemerging here in Boston, it's really worked out well for his mechanics. So who knows? He could be a sleeper just by this start of this season.
Absolutely. No doubt there. If we can get that kind of a performance out of him on a nightly basis, that would be spectacular. I would take that,
Yep. 1-1 pitch to Seth Brown as that finds the zone. It's 1-2. Seth Brown, honestly, dude, I've watched him in Vegas. That kid has a really good swing. That kid, compacted as a lefty and just lets it all go.
There's potential there too. There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, because honestly, and good news for everybody here, wherever you may be, and especially for me being here in the Vegas Valley, I'm happy enough that the Las Vegas Aviators, of course, the AAA team of the Oakland A's, they finally opened themselves up. The season had gotten started, and so the fun is just beginning for the Aviators. But when I went to my first Aviators game, watching Jorge Mateo, watching Dustin Fowler, Seth Brown, and a lot of these guys, I mean, I was excited more for Jorge Mateo, and the second he gets traded to San Diego, I was like, you got to be kidding me. We're going to be back to having a void at second again? It makes no sense to me, but it's been good stuff to see how he's been playing with the Padres so far this year. And then Dustin Fowler was another guy that he just had that poking type swing for a lefty.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It was just kind of sad with as far as the injury was when he was with the Yanks, and then
there's a broken bat from Brown. That one, the bat went as far as the ball did, and that one's sent on to first for out number 1.
Oh, good Lord. Are we really asking how the Oilers are doing? Trust me, it's not going to matter so much the second that they're in the Stanley Cup playoffs and they get eliminated in the first round. Sorry to burst your bubble.
Are y'all going to play the Oilers in round 1?
No. Everybody's all so there's 2 rounds where they're all playing within their division, and then everybody gets to face whoever. So I have no idea. But I know that the Vegas Golden Knights are playing St. Louis the first game.
That's going to be a sneaky good series.
And you know what? Good.
That's going to be a sneaky good series. I did not want to face St. Louis, the back end of that team, the defense is big and physical, and they're not afraid to throw down. Yeah. So that's going to be a sneaky good series. Vegas could actually get tested in that one.
Honestly, better than us getting tested by Minnesota. Because for whatever reason, we just do not have a good record against them this year.
I know
it pisses me off.
What was that, man? Y'all couldn't beat the Kings this year.
No, I wish I had an answer, but damn it, Kirill Kaprizov just keeps killing them with his passes and scores, and then I don't know what it is. There seems to be some sort of funk every time that Minnesota comes into town.
So Whitlock going to give up a walk here, guys. Oh, no, it's not a walk. I thought that was a ball. That hits Murphy in the elbow. Ooh,
don't rub it. Don't rub it. Don't do it. It may sting. Smile and chew your gum. Let it burn, but don't rub it.
Oh, that's
I know that feeling. Comes in on an inside pitch. That thing was a 2-seamer right at the arm.
I used to hate getting hit in the ribs. You know what I mean? I used to.
Yeah.
I'd rather get hit in the back anywhere, man. I used to hate it when you take them in the ribs.
Worse is a curveball that hits you right there on the elbow, dude, and it just it's a hammer down. That hurts. That thing hurts. Like the second it hits your funny bone, dude, you have no choice but to just hold your arm every time.
I know. And you get that stinger, and it's you get that stinger, and it's like, oh man, I know the feeling. It sucks.
I really don't understand this, but Elvis Andrus 0 for 1 and got an 0-1 count on him. Now it's 1-1 on an inside pitch, but Elvis Andrus, who's came over after the longtime Texas Ranger, but I don't understand why that they just never have him lead off, but I understand with Canna with his pressures and all that other stuff, but
I think they just have more faith in Canna. That's why.
Yeah.
Being able to make contact.
Oh yeah. Well, and putting the pressure on and just forcing pitchers to make mistakes on each pitch to either get a base hit, get a walk, get on base any way that you can. That's always what, a leadoff guy is supposed to do.
Yep. No doubt. Canna can hit
Fouled
for
off.
power too, man. They don't. That's
Yeah.
he can, if he needs to, he can hit for power too.
Oh yeah, he can.
He just doesn't usually. He's more of a contact guy.
Yeah, he's more of a contact type, more of a contact and placement type guy. And just by the looks of it, I mean, when you look at that bat, a little bit of that axe grip, that's all you got. That's all you got to do.
But this is interesting. Full count from Whitlock here, and with a runner on and only one out.
And Andrews
There's the
really
payoff
got
pitch.
lucky.
That one in there for a strike, and he rings him up. Wow. Belt high. That was close. Belt high on the outside part of the plate. They say it catches the edge, and he's rung up for
Wow.
strike three. Let's see. Oh, that's close. That looks a little outside. I don't know. 97 on the radar.
Ah! That thing didn't even look
Andrews
close.
is not a happy camper. I don't know, man. I might kind of go on Andrews' side there. That one looked a little far, but he is rung up.
Listen, folks. Everybody here in the comments all knows 9 out of 10 times umpires usually make the wrong calls, but it only takes the one time where they'll make the right call, and apparently that didn't seem to be it. And this has not been the first showing of this whole year that we've been seeing balls and strikes.
They've been wildly inconsistent with it all year. Wildly,
it pisses everybody off. And
Canna gets a hold of this one, and it's taken all the way to right center to the wall at Fenway. That one relayed in. And does that push a run across? No, he doesn't. He gunned out. He is thrown out. Murphy is thrown out at the plate. Wow.
What the hell?
Renfroe again. Hunter Renfroe with the cannon from right center.
Who the hell told him to go?
Murphy. No soup for you, Murph.
Who the hell told him to go? Do you even know whose body he's in?
Murphy just like a freight train coming around third, as slow as one too, and he is thrown out at the plate by Renfroe.
Does he even know what position he plays? Jesus criminy, dude.
Wow. Renfroe with another cannon
by a
from
mile.
right center.
And he was out by a mile. That
was not even close. There was still like 6 feet to go to the plate.
Like you could just pick that thing up and wait for him to just come in, and then you could tag him. Like just come on in. Come on in. Go ahead. I've already got the ball here.
And Murphy's not even that fast. Why?
I don't understand. I'm like, who the hell is the third base coach? Kotze. What the hell, dude? Do you even know what body he's in? Like,
yeah, Murphy's. I could understand if it was
Mark Kotze of all people, dude. You would know this.
Understand. I could understand if that was anybody else, but
let's just say if the ball was in left center, that's different because it would have taken a different turn off that monster wall, and then that could have been a run. But the fact that it just hits that bottom part of that wall and right, like.
Yeah,
Renfroe could just pick that thing up and throw it quick.
It bounced right back.
And mind you, this is from an outfielder to
another. It bounced
another.
right back to him too. It literally the wall stopped it dead in its tracks, and he literally just picked it up, and threw it back in.
Yeah, that's honestly
the relay was perfect. Like watch the replay. Bounces, it just dies right at the wall. Renfroe with a absolute blast back into the. I think that's a ruse, and a ruse relays it home. But that was an absolute cannon from Renfroe back into a ruse.
Yeah, and this is funny. This is all that you got to do as an outfielder. Find the ball, plant yourself up, throw, get it right there to the cutoff man, and that's where teamwork makes the dream work itself.
That's 2 defensive plays tonight from Renfroe that have just absolutely cut off any type of
and he's just not making it easy for the A's to really score a run.
That should have anybody else. That should have been a run or 2.
Yeah. So Renfroe, of course, as he waits up,
we have a new pitcher
up on deck
here, Jake, for the Athletics.
Yep, Raymond Gudan ends up coming in. Young left-hander, 6 games, already an ERA of 10.57. 7 2/3 innings he's pitched and has only given up 13 hits, 3 strikeouts. But yeah, this is why would they go with another lefty though? I don't get it.
The Sox have been crushing lefties all series.
But what is Bobby doing? Damn it! Like,
what's up, Showtime? What's up, bud? Yeah, they are killing it tonight. Yes, they are. They are absolutely.
Christian Vasquez digging in.
So Vasquez, I like Vasquez too, man. I think he's a good catcher for the Sox.
Yeah, and it's funny because the Red Sox, since the times of Jason Varitek, they really needed to find their, the next catcher that was going to come up. I mean, they had a time where AJ Pierzynski played a couple times, Sandy Leone, and then eventually Christian Vasquez made his name known, and so
they were struggling to kind of find the guy after Varitek. They were struggling to kind of find the guy until Vasquez really kind of came into his own.
Not to mention, too, you had times where Jared Saltalamacchia was also another guy that
behind
either
the plate,
behind the plate, first base, or even DH. Yeah, that 2013 run when Saltalamacchia just comes in at times, that's this one hit into right center field, and tracking it well is Seth Brown, and he's going to make the catch, and there's one gone.
Man, Tampa Bay is absolutely demolishing the Yankees right now, 7-0, and they just smoked another home run.
Yeah, looking at a couple of plays there from the Rays on their end. Yandy Diaz with a base hit, scoring in Brandon Lau. Austin Meadows with his 8th home run of the season, and then of course the one name we always loved watching in the postseason last year, Randy Arozarena, ends up getting his 4th homer of the season. It's 7-0 Tampa. And they tied things up.
Let me switch this up, guys. We're in the bottom of the 7th in this one, and this is hit sky high.
And things are tied up in the Lone Star series here between the Rangers and the Astros as Willie Calhoun with his 4th homer of the season puts Texas on top 1-0. And that's where Altuve doubled, got 3 runs in, clearing all the bases, and then Joey Gallo grounded out to first to get in Nick Solak to tie things up. But yep, all the rest of the games, Colorado up 3-0 over Cincinnati in the bottom half of the 3rd. And the final scores that we got here, Toronto beating the Blue Jays. And by the way, they're 6-0 against the Atlanta Braves in the series. So 6-0 for the Toronto Blue Jays. They've been red hot against the Braves.
I was just going to say, Toronto's been red hot as of late. They've figured some stuff out.
Yeah, they really have. And Toronto's just been a fun team with as far as their offense. The pitching's been really impressive. So they've been making some noise here in the East. I'd like to see how they really turn out for the rest of the year. Washington winning 5-1 against the Phillies. Detroit beating Kansas City 4-3. St. Louis winning against Milwaukee 2-0. White Sox beating the Twins 4-2. And then, of course, wrapping things up, San Francisco gets the win against Pittsburgh here on 3-1.
So the youngin' here, Bobby Dahlbach, and he is froze up and struck out by the left-hander for the Athletics. What's his name, Jake, again?
Godin. Raymond Godin. So he was able to get in there on this pitch. Let's look at it again. Oh, yeah, that thing was punched right there in that corner. Buckled the knees.
Pitch from Godin, and he freezes up Dahlbach to
3 up, 3 down
to end the 7th.
Top half of the 8th we go, and we are still on an 8-0 shutout here.
I'll tell you this, right? Like, it would be you take away the first 3 innings of this game, and if you take away the Manaea stuff at the beginning of the game, this is a close game. This is like a 2-0 game.
Oh, this would be. And you know what? It would have gotten even better if the Sticks ended up waking up, because I'm just looking at this entire lineup for the A's. Like, yeah, only Canna, Moreland, Laureano, Lowry, and Murphy all got hits. But everywhere else, when you look at those spots, like Brown
you take
and Chapman,
the first 3 innings of this game out, and it's a 2-0 game going into the 8th. That's a close game.
Yeah. And it really would have changed a lot, from the score differential from a 2-0 to 8-0.
It just like we've talked about this multiple times, man. It's just the Sox hitting is they're gonna go on really, they're gonna it's gonna be feast or famine, man, and it's all about the timing in which it goes. Like if they're dragging a boat anchor into the playoffs, and they're in a slump, that's not going to be good. But if they go in red hot and they ride that momentum wave, I think they're gonna be tough to beat, even though they are lacking in the bullpen is where the weak spot. The sixth, seventh, and eighth innings for them are their worst innings.
But think about this though too, and when you look at Alex Cora and how he sets this lineup up, because he looks at all of the strengths that they have. And I think the whole point of this process, when you look at it from the rotation and even from the bullpen, he's trying to ensure himself, knowing that the weakness is the bullpen. So, and remember, it is a full season this year. So the trade deadline does come up in July. And when you look at how this bullpen works, there may be about a few names that could be out there that the Red Sox could be scoping this year. So if that's the case.
Looking at right now to try and go after. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And then all the offense really has to do is produce runs. So if the offense does that all year,
Brazier is going to be coming back too from injury.
That's
right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Like obviously guys like Bright, like Austin Bryce, and some of these middling guys that I think are just placeholders for the time being. I don't think once Brazier's is back, they're going to start. Basically the playoff roster is going to look a lot different than what the regular season is. I think they're going to start cutting guys down and putting guys back to the Pawtucket, back to their minor league. Like they'll send guys that they're not going to use back to the minors.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They're not going to send them right there back to the minor leagues. They're going to
they need those placeholder guys. This one hit on a line, and that's halfway up the monster. This is a blast from Moreland, I believe it is. Mitchie two bags hits one off the midway up the monster, and that is a long and hard hit single. Fastball, try to go down low. Good piece of hitting from Moreland there. Goes right after it, drives it into left, and it will hit halfway up the monster. Good play off the monster though.
Only guy that would know the placement and know this ballpark well would definitely be Mitch Moreland. And just seeing how he just throws that barrel out.
He went right after that pitch too. Good piece of hitting from Moreland to drive it into left.
And that's all it is. It's just placement hitting right there. He just throws that barrel out and gets it right there into left field. So a good opposite field action there for Moreland. And now that brings up Ramon Laureano.
And this one chopped to Aruz onto first, and that's one away, but I believe he will push Moreland onto second. So scoring position, Jake, for Mitch Moreland. Anything hit deep into the outfield is going to absolutely should bring him across the plate. Players do respond well to Alex Cora, Kyle. They do. Cora has made such a massive difference for the Sox this year. The Alex Cora factor into this equation is huge. Why they're playing the way they've been playing.
Right. Oh, that's absolutely true, Showtime. They really, really are.
Oh, that wall has seen a lot of hard hit baseballs come off of it.
So Matt Olson up 0-2 when he walked in the fourth inning, and he's got a runner in scoring position.
Whitlock got to be careful with this too, because Olson can hit.
Yes, he can. One spot that they can give to Olson, and Olson can turn on this in a heartbeat, and something the A's really need to get that juice going. Really late.
Olson can absolutely make you pay. He'll make you pay if you make a mistake.
Yep.
Whitlock down in the count, though, so this is definitely a hitter's count, 2-0. Here's the 2-0, and this one not even close to the strike zone. They're not messing around here with Olson either. They're making sure that they're not giving him anything he can hit. That's 3-0, though.
And see, that's the impressive thing about Matt Olson and the way that he just kind of crowds that plate that way. Don't give him anything to throw.
He's
And,
way up on it too. He's like right up next to it.
oh yeah.
And here
And looking
is
at this as a power hitter.
Absolutely. Here's the 3-0. This one down low at the knees and in for strike one.
But this is what I kept saying to people. He is a cleanup hitter. Look at this. 12 games he's played, 341 with 6 home runs and more RBIs than when he started second, third, and fifth in the lineup. He's not that type of batter.
Yeah.
I've been saying this multiple times. Like I break down lineups every single time when the A's are playing, and I get sick of it, of all these positions that Bob Melvin puts them in.
Absolutely. So this one hit hard to second, and it's deep enough it will get to the outfield grass. That's going to push a run across, even though Olson is thrown out at first. The first run comes across for the Athletics.
And just like that, nobody shuts us out. So just like that, the A's finally get their run in, thanks to Matt Olson.
I thought it looked like he broke his bat too, because that did not have any juice coming off of it at all. He might have broke his bat on that one.
He had to force that thing out in order for him to at least get the run. Any way that you could, just to score that one solo run.
Is this a pinch hitter? Tony Kemp.
Yep, Tony Kemp Tony Kemp coming in for Jed Lowry.
I was just gonna say, right? Yeah, right. That's a pinch hitter, right?
Yep, pinch hitting for Jed Lowry, 217. 1 RBI and no home runs for him to start this year.
Make it 1-1. Is that one way up and out of the strike zone? That one was thrown over Kemp's head.
No showtime. I actually live here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, Jake is in Vegas actually.
Which of course could be the talks about potentially bringing the Oakland A's here into Vegas.
Wouldn't that be something? Two of your teams.
I have been saying this for a long time because Alameda is dying, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing about Oakland.
A baseball stadium in Vegas would be legit, though. That would be legit. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and think about it this way, because eventually somebody's going to end up buying the Rio.
Yeah,
and the Rio is going to get torn down because they're
just going to demolish it anyways. Yeah.
A's fan, Doug.
He is. Jake is an Athletics, a Vegas Golden Knights, and a Los Angeles Charger fan.
Yep. And of course, the one hat that was signed by Jose Constructnuts himself.
There you go. What's up, True Religion? What's up? All right, so here's the payoff pitch from Whitlock to Kemp, and that's a walk as Kemp draws the walk. So a little 2-out rally here for the Athletics going on as Kemp trots to first.
So at least the on-base percentage will start increasing for Tony Kemp right up on there.
And he's got wheels too. So Kemp, I wouldn't be surprised if they try and steal Kemp.
No showtime. I'm actually born and raised here in Vegas. Born and raised here my whole life.
Jake is a Vegas boy through and through.
Yep. So here is Manchin as he comes in. Another pinch hitter as he's going to be pinch hitting for Sean Murphy.
That was a horrible throw from Whitlock. That's 1-0, but that one was not even in the same zip code as the strike zone.
Yeah, Manchin coming in for Matt Chapman. I don't know why they put.
Why would you not let Chapman hit this ball? That's hit to center, and Verdugo again with the wheels will chase it down and make the catch. So that's it for the top of the 8th, Jake.
So the lone run finally scores for the A's.
Get one across.
At least now they don't totally suck tonight.
This was I'm gonna chalk this up to an off night though. Manea doesn't usually pitch like that. He's usually a 2 or 3 run. He's usually a 2 or 3 run guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely chalk that up to a.
Oh dear Lord, Rick. He's like this guy beside you from New York. Oh God. Listen, even for Red Sox fans, I have family that live in New York, And Jeter is obviously one of my icons, man. I respect the captain like
I was gonna say,
wholeheartedly.
man, the
20 years, man, in one single team. I mean, that's loyalty, bro.
Hey, one thing. Hey, here's the thing, right? I'll give the one thing you even like. If you're a hockey fan, you know this too. You have got to give Vegas, the front office that runs that team, a lot of freaking credit.
Absolutely.
Because they're not only were they their first year in the league, they made it to the freaking Stanley Cup, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to the cup and they're right back in the mix. This like whoever runs the front office of that team, like you got to give it to the coach, the team, the front office guys. Like that franchise ever since they came around has been phenomenal.
Well, you have to think about it. I mean, when it first expanded, when Bill Foley, the owner of the Vegas Golden Knights, initiated it, and a guy who, former, military family with the Army, the fact that he brought this team to life the second that they ended up coming into Vegas and bringing in some of the front office guys like George McPhee, a former general manager for the Washington Capitals at the time, who brought in Ovechkin, Nicholas Backstrom, Evgeny Kuznetsov. He had a way of developing. Then Kelly McCrimmon comes around. They make McCrimmon the general manager with George McPhee as kind of his mentor through it. And every single one of these moves that had been happening since, Tatar, then to Ryan Reeves, then eventually Alec Martinez, Robin Leonard, and Mark Stone and Max Pacioretty, it has been working beautifully for them. It's been a really, really good start for that front office. But I'm telling you, I listen to interviews and I listen to these guys personally.
Yeah.
They are the smartest people that could ever run a franchise in this city. Because I was very skeptical at first. Vegas is a booming city. It's growing. It's starting to become like big on the map. But having a front office like that, like, dear God, the Raiders need to learn something from this.
I was just gonna say the other teams in Vegas should absolutely take note because they've been phenomenal, dude.
And this is why
dude, don't get it twisted, right? They're gonna go on another deep run this year.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a problem. What I want to see Vegas and the Avalanche go at it. That's what I want to see.
I would love. I mean, that's kind of the anticipated matchup for potentially the second round right there. And this is what's kind of interesting because, I mean, last night they absolutely pummeled San Jose 6-0.
Yeah,
I mean, that was a great game, but at the same time, what pissed me off is that the Kings allowed the Avalanche to win the game.
Yeah.
And that's how much the Kings hate us.
Yeah,
that's why I'm just like, because they didn't want us to win the President's Trophy and then friggin' be the best team in that division. So that's why Colorado has another chance to do it. Yeah. That's what pisses me off. So if they win it, they'll win the President's Trophy and the division.
I know.
Like, screw you, LA, really?
Seriously.
And this is what happens because anytime they come to the Fortress, they always know that the Kings get dethroned by us.
Yeah, no doubt. Dude, I tell you that just to sum it up, man, that front office is phenomenal. That team's going to be a force for a while.
Oh, it will be. And I think it's built in the right direction, but this year has got to be the year. I know Colorado absolutely stacked themselves up. The fact that they get Devin Taves, they get a bunch of their former
Colorado's
players
offseason. Colorado's offseason this year was to beat teams like you guys.
That's all it was. That's all it was. And that's why
it was to beat those big physical teams in the postseason. That's why they had the offseason they did, because they knew they weren't physical enough last year. They weren't physical enough last year to do it.
Well, and look at how defensive some of the teams have been. I mean, especially the Dallas Stars. They've been all about their defense with, Miro Heiskanen and John Klingberg and so many of them. But we made the mistake of relying on our defense to score goals, which we shouldn't have.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be meant for an offense. But yeah, this is a team that's going to really strive to achieve the ultimate goal of winning the Stanley Cup for years. Because I want to
go to a Knights game because I just like the freaking intros that you guys have. That shit is awesome.
John Wick mode. I know
That
you were
shit is
watching the
awesome.
first-
I would go, like, I just want to go to the game just so I can sit there. I would get there half hour, 20 minutes early just to make sure I didn't miss the intro.
And I know you were watching the first video I made of my play-by-play commentary in game one with that type of intro, man. That thing
That
was
is
friggin'
awesome,
sick.
dude. That shit is awesome. I love that shit.
Nothing more intimidating than just coming out to John Wick mode and then the rest of the teams just get shook every time.
Absolutely, no doubt.
Yeah.
But we're looking at Chavis right now. Chavis versus Gudon. And we're at a 1-2 count. Red Sox have one runner on with no outs. Aruz on first. So some speed on first base. And
Michael Chavis really having a good night tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really working the stick.
And you know what too? They brought him back for that one reason, because Dahlbach was struggling, and I think Dahlbach was struggling. Basically the bottom half of the Sox order was struggling.
You know, and
Like,
it's fun.
The 7, 8, 9 hitters for Boston have not been good. Like Franchi Cordero has given them nothing this year.
Yeah. And it's funny because, you know, when you look at just how the Red Sox really just, you know, you plug in the lineup. This is why I said Chavis was going to have a year that he was going to go off.
Yeah.
And knowing exactly just how the system works, and not to mention the plate discipline that these guys have, they were going to be very impressive in the lineup, top to bottom. As long as JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, and Rafael Devers, they all do exactly what they need to be a threatening force. That's what was going to be the important part.
Seriously, Cat? Seriously?
It had to jump all the way over.
He just put his fat ass right in front of the camera. Like, come on.
I know. I've got my
Look
dog
at his
right
belly,
now.
dude. Look at it. Look at his belly. His belly looks like mine. Where are you going? It's like
He's
a little
got spooked.
Come here. Come over here. Come here. Come on. Lay down. Sit down.
Yeah, my dog's already craving for attention right now, and I'm just like, dude.
Oh, we got the Muttley in the other room over there, because we don't want this one to take another swing. He'd be throwing haymakers at him. He got him once already, and he connected on the second one. Luckily,
so there you go. Every single out for Alex Verdugo: line out, fly out, strike out, ground out. He's fine. He's perfected the backward cycle.
The backwards cycle. Oh God! All right, 1-1 to Verdugo.
But yeah,
Gudon trying to get through this inning in a hurry, and he does. Verdugo thrown out at first.
But this has been the last 9 games here as we look at it from Jed Lowry. 353 average, 4 doubles, 6 RBIs, and he's already 1 for 2 tonight with a walk. And you substitute him with Tony Camp.
Rick, I like to call my rants controlled chaos.
Right, controlled chaos only until to the point that it's like, yeah, you just let it all out, man.
Oh, believe me, there were some Pats games last year where I was throwing beer and throwing. Oh yeah, it was not pretty.
Listen, man,
it was not pretty. There were some UFOs in the form of beer cans.
I'm going to tell you right now, because I know finally with the schedule leaked,
yeah,
it better be a damn revenge game, man. I am ready for that shit.
Thanks for Hunter Henry too, by the way. Now that we got that out the way.
Oh yeah, no problem. I never understood that, dude. I was just like, I'm now sketchy about Jared Cook, because I'm just like, he's been in the damn league for so long, and I'm like, why did we not end up getting ourselves at least a tight end? We were going to get Zach Ertz, but then he just gets expensive. I feel like they might save room for him in the trade deadline if Philadelphia doesn't make it work.
If Philly's
they're not going to have him for long.
If Philly's not doing well this year by the trade deadline, they'll move him.
And they've already got Dallas Goedert.
They'll move him by the trade deadline so they at least get something out of it. You know what I mean? Because if they wait till next year, he doesn't have any value. He's not going to have it.
They wanted way too much for him, you know, when they pulled the offer to the Chargers, and they said, hell no, dude, we're not going to throw away all of this just for a particular player that we don't even know if he stays healthy. It's like another Hunter Henry right there.
Well, the injury history is the big one. that you got to look out. Like that's like it would be one thing if Ertz was like maybe like a one injury, like it's like, you know what I mean, that's the one thing that the Chargers made the right move by not going after him.
Yeah, no, we made the right moves. We got a stacked O-line now for the first time in 30 years. And we finally
watch, right? Herbert with that O-line is going to have all freaking day to throw.
And I don't want one touch. I don't want to see one touch on Herbert at all this year. Everybody better do their jobs because I'm telling you, they're either going 14-3 or 13-4.
I think when I looked at it, I put the Chargers at it. If they don't win at least 12 games, it's disappointing.
Because everybody's saying this, the Chargers are the Super Bowl sleeper. The Buccaneers, they went 7-9. They drafted a tackle. They ended up doing this. They drafted a corner. They drafted Antoine Winfield, and they made it to the Super Bowl. I'm like, stop it. Stop it. As a reasonable Charger fan who has been a fan since I was 7, I am not giving them high praise yet until we actually get the job done.
Yeah, until rubber meets the road and you actually start.
Exactly, because otherwise we're just fooling ourselves every time. That's why I'm like, I'm not saying shit until it finally happens.
Yeah,
because you got to get past New England.
I thought they did draft well though.
They drafted great, dude.
Yeah, I like the way they did draft though.
Because with Josh Palmer, this is the funny thing. Because this is a heater on Mike Williams. Either produce or you're gone. Because Josh Palmer is going to come in there with the length and the size.
Well, you're also going to get to see. You're also going to get to see where Mike Williams meant. Where he's at mentally too, because that's some competition there, and it's like directly behind him too. You know what I mean? Like it's right at his door. That they weren't shy about it at all. They were like, dude, like you're either going to perform or we're going to plug this guy in here and have him take. He might be taking your job there, buddy.
Yeah, right.
I did like the way they drafted though. I thought
it was the most impressive draft night for Tom Telesco right there. Like he's not playing around.
Here's the thing that the chart, like it was smart. And I can't remember the last time they actually like.
All of it fell on our plates, dude. That's the funny thing. We didn't have to move up. We didn't have to draft down. Everything fell right at our plate.
Ow. Chicken wing. That's my arm. That's my finger. Bite the chew toy, not my finger.
Almost had that line.
So we got to switch this up too. So we got the top of the 9th.
Yep.
Red Sox trying to close this game out. One away here, guys. A 1-0 count. All right, Rick. We'll see you later. But he said, "Sorry, Beantown. Gotta go. Wife is mad at me."
No.
Uh-oh. Go give wifey some attentions.
Happy wife, happy life. But then again, happy spouse is a happy house.
This is true.
You have to balance the two. Well, Elvis Andrus here with a runner at second when 1 out and an 0-1 count. And here we go with the 0-2, and that one's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
So let's fix this.
But yeah, just talking to the conversation about, the A's potentially, a move to Vegas. This is a good thing for the A's because thinking about, all the years since being in Oakland.
A baseball team in Vegas.
Middle is not open, damn it.
A baseball team in Vegas would be legit. That would be legit.
Well, and this is a baseball town already. I mean, Vegas loves their baseball. They love football. You may have some crowds that do love NBA too, like even for the summer leagues, but it mostly thrives on baseball. I tell people all the time, everywhere high and low, like wherever you may be, there's baseball fans everywhere. And that's where I'm like, baseball would be good for them.
Ooh, stop. So Whitlock going to try and close this out, Jake. They're not going to bring Barnes in. They're going to leave Whitlock in here. And he is going to try and close this game out.
We'll see what Mark Canna can end up doing from here, as that one's right down 1-0. But this is the thing, though, about the A's, because
The A's in Vegas would be awesome, Showtime. Yes, it would. It would be freaking awesome, and it needs to happen.
And it would be a good thing because think about just, the payrolls itself. The payroll would get higher for the A's, and that would give them the potentiality of maybe potentially getting superstars. I mean, who would not want to end up seeing Chris Bryant with the A's? Or maybe potentially, a Bryce Harper thing if that does happen. Because you have to think about some of these Vegas kids. The second Vegas gets a team, I mean, they're going to do whatever it takes to push their way to getting into Vegas. That's really how it is.
Hold on 1 second, Jake. I got to go. I'm going to grab Chicken Wing.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
He's biting my feet right now, like trying to eat my toe. So hold on.
No problem.
I'm going to snatch the little dude up and just put him on my lap.
Oh, I got you from here. 2-1 count for Mark Canna. 2 outs and an 8-1 Boston lead as Whitlock looks to try to close things out. 2-1 on the way. That one's well into right field. Renfroe, and he makes the catch, and that is going to end the game just like that. And Hunter Renfroe goes over the shoulder to make the catch, and the ball game is over. The Red Sox win it 8-1 over the A's. And once again, Hunter Renfroe, the spotlight of the night, and that catch right there. Get the extension on the hand, trust the glove, and that's how it's done.
Come on, focus camera. Oh, Chicken Wing, you threw it out of focus.
Threw it out of focus.
He threw the camera out of focus. There it is. Oh, there it is.
Yep, there it be. What's up, Chicken Wing?
What's up, Chicken Wing?
What's
happening? Now you don't want to chew nothing on. Now you want to act all innocent. Now that I got you in the palm of my hand. Look at this thing, Jake. He's sitting in my hand.
Yeah, right.
Jake, I ate an Italian sub today in the North End, bigger than this thing.
Oh goodness, man.
But like in all seriousness, though, this was an off night. You take away the first 3 innings and Manea's struggles, and this would have been a close game.
Yeah.
It's a 3-1, 3-1 game.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, like you were saying in the beginning, like it's definitely a like an off night for like Manea's not, he's a 3-run, 3-run guy.
Yeah, and it was an off night, for Manaea, and especially with the way that, the rest of the rotation really favored out. I mean, Manaea 2 innings, 10 hits, 7 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts, and giving up 2 homers in the game. It was not exactly the night for Sean Manaea, and then eventually Guerra got things going in long relief. 3 innings, only limited to 1 hit, no earned runs, and 3 strikeouts. And you could just tell how solid Guerra was for 3 innings until Kolenic had to come in. There was a time that Kolenic, I thought he was going to give up a run. He was very, very close. He was going to end up giving up a run somehow. Well, Kolenic was able to get the job done. But Garrett Richards, by the way, 6 innings of frame, 5 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So Richards really doing it well for the rotation for the Red Sox and really just kind of keeping it stable for the rest of, how this season's going to pan out. But yeah, it's definitely been an off night for Sean Manaea, and not to mention the bats went quiet for the A's, only just to string out 1 run. There were a bunch of opportunities that the A's could have scored runs, including the bases loaded for Matt Chapman that just gets pulled to third.
That was the killer. That's the
part as me as a manager, when I look at something like that, I just automatically just want to end up punching something, because it's like those you can't have happen.
That was bases loaded and 1 out, and they hit into the double play to end the inning.
That's inexcusable, dude. Most inexcusable thing. And knowing this for sure, that's something you don't do with bases loaded.
And then they had the runners on the corners with 1 out, and they couldn't score them either. The inning before that, they had the runners on the corners and they couldn't push it across.
Yeah, another inexcusable thing. That's where it's just like, how much more of that really just has to happen until all of a sudden it's like it just doesn't seem to work out, and that's where the offense just went flat tonight, and the pitching itself was bad. And so, yeah, definitely an off night and even an off series for the A's against the Red Sox as the Red Sox take this one 2-3.
Sox, Arizona. I'm gonna send you on Twitter the link. So I'm gonna send you the link on Twitter right now. So I will DM you as we speak. But what do you think going forward, Jake? Who do you guys got coming up after this? So we finish the series up with you tomorrow. Who do you guys got coming up next?
So looking at, the rest of the schedule for the A's, and as we look at it, they'll be on the road to Minnesota here to taking on the Minnesota Twins all the way through the weekend. And then it's the Houston Astros that they'll be facing in the 3-game series, and the LA Angels of Anaheim. They face Seattle as well, and then face the Angels yet again on a 4-game series before they head back out on the road to Seattle. So the road trip continues on as they take on the Twins, but then they'll be back home against the Astros, back on the road.
Do a lot. So the A's got to do a lot of traveling coming up. Like, that's a tough stretch, man.
They got a lot of traveling, but at the same time, think about it this way. You got Houston at home for 3 games, which they really need those revenge games.
Yeah.
You've got Seattle for 3 and then Angels for 4. So you got a 7-game home stretch right there until you're on the road at the 31st of May. So that's where the A's really got to take.
If they could go 5-2 in the home stretch, that would be huge for them.
Yeah. Now both teams are 23-16. Think about that. Now the Red Sox and the A's are both tied with the same records, and it's been working out. It's been working out great for them. But looking at the Red Sox,
the back and forth this series has been a lot of fun.
It really has.
All right, so we got us a special guest coming in for guest number 3, Sox Arizona. What's up, man?
What's up, my man? Thanks for having me on the channel finally.
No problem, bud. So what do you think? What do you think?
I think that's an important win to avoid the 4-game skid. Obviously, get one against Oakland, but big opponent coming in the Angels. So hopefully, we get this thing keep rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah. They if they had to get out of the tailspin at some point.
For sure, the offense has been struggling a little bit, but good to see a couple bombs today. Offense looking at that ball well.
I think this is just what we're going to be in for the season, to be honest. Like I think they're going to go on these streaks where it's just like, 8, 10, 12 games they're hitting really well. And then you're going to see those 3, 4, game skids. And then they can hit, dude. And when they're hitting, when they're hitting it, it's everybody seeing the ball like a beach ball. And it's, like they have nights like tonight where, 8, 10, 12 runs are easy. They make it seem easy.
Right. I felt like we were going to put up 15 runs tonight. And shout out to Garrett Whitlock for six shutout innings, man. I don't think anybody's talking about that enough.
No, absolutely. Whitlock, I think, is a sneaky good pitcher for them. I think there's a lot of untapped potential there. Hey, chicken wing, take it easy. Enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch them play this year. But this was a good, like I told Jake, this was a good measuring stick series for them. A good like, all right, let's see where this is an early series. This is an early on series here to basically say, all right, how good is, like, looking forward. It's a good look forward. It's like, all right, how good can we be? Or how can we think? This was a good little measuring stick series for them.
Yeah, I agree, especially against Manaea, who no-hit us 3 years ago. I was worried he might have a little bit of an edge tonight, but we got on him early, man.
And I was not expecting the game to go like this, because Manaea's, he's good, man. He's a 2 to 4 run a game guy. On the 2 to 4 runs. And that's about it. He may strike out 6 guys, 8 guys, but he's no chump, So for them to get out on top of him early, I mean, Jake, Manaea, you see, like, he's a 2 to 4 run guy, and for them to jump on him like that, and really, it's demoralizing too. I mean, like when you're a pitcher and you get jumped on like that, it's demoralizing.
And not to mention too, because of the amount of times that the location has just really hurt him. Because think about it, this is a guy that really does love to throw a lot of off-speed stuff. The changeup, the slider, works a little bit around on the corners with the fastball. It just didn't seem like he had that type of night. Something was really springing in the air for Sean Manaea, and it was just not the night for him. They tapped on him early. Xander Bogaerts, who's been staying red hot in that lineup, ended up homering tonight, and it's just like, that's what you're going to end up getting. Plate discipline like that for the Red Sox, it hurts you as a pitcher. So that's where locations matter.
Yeah. The curveball for him wasn't too bad, but that slider that he throws, there was no movement on that thing at all tonight. There was nothing on it. The breaking pitches just, I didn't think they were there tonight.
Does Manaea usually, I'm not sure about his whole repertoire. Does he usually have a fastball? Because if he does, it wasn't working tonight.
He usually does. He usually does have a fastball, but most of the time, I mean, he usually throws that off-speed changeup. But I mean, he does have that pitch. But
his fastball, that two-seam fastball, is usually up around 95.
It's usually up around 95.
It didn't look good tonight. It was 92, 93 at the most. You know what I mean?
I think he didn't really have at least enough gripping for it.
Yeah.
I didn't think he really had the grip for it. I mean, sometimes that does play into it, even when you're on the road trip and depending on, the
depending on it some nights.
They usually just don't have it
some nights. Believe me, we've seen it like Austin Bryce, and we've seen it multiple times with the relief for the Sox. Like there's just nights where they just don't have it.
But you can definitely tip your cap to the lineup that really just saved the time for the bullpen, because at least they'll either take one or two relievers that they may have into the game, and then that's all that they really need. So a lot of this has to go with the lineup really kind of saving time for the bullpen, because think about it. If the Red Sox had a situation like that, that's one that really would have changed the storyline. Then they would have really needed to fight to really string around runs and then end up winning games close like that.
Well, Brazier is coming. Brazier is, when he gets back too from injury, that I don't think we're going to see Austin Bryce anymore. I think a lot of those guys are going to get sent back down to the minors. This is just kind of like we got to just outlast the pitching injury. Hopefully we get Sale back pretty, at the end of the season when we need him the most. I'd rather almost save him until we absolutely need it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather save him for August and September.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. I mean, he's ultimately the Red Sox top ace. The last thing you want to do is you want to end up rushing his recovery time. And not to mention too, because think about it, the slider is the most lethal pitch that he can throw. He also throws that overpowering fastball. So if you want that velocity to really work, recovery time is the most important thing. So even if you have him late in the season, about August, September time, because October is where everything really gets down to the nitty gritty. So that's kind of the thing the Red Sox really have to pull out. But like I said, we talked about this earlier before the season started, that the fact that if the Red Sox really want to be successful and yet compete, everybody has to catch fire. That's why the lineup has been built the way that it has. You're seeing this with JD Martinez really making it happen for his MVP case. Xander Bogaerts is crawling right behind him. Then there's Michael Chavis and Bobby Delbeck, who can really work things out, in the middle of that lineup. But that's ultimately what it is. If they can catch fire long enough, the Red Sox could be potentially an intimidating team. Maybe not, a dangerous wild card team to be moving on to the playoffs.
Thank you. I think dangerous wild card team is accurate. But if we have JD and Xander, that middle of the lineup swinging hot, you still got Renfroe and Marwin Gonzalez that can catch fire at any moment. And I mean, when that happens, that lineup is looking dangerous. But back to the Sale thing, I think it's accurate to say that he's not going to be back till he's 110%. I think he said it himself that he's not going to come back till he's ready. But with him coming back, and shout out to Garrett Whitlock coming out of the lineup today, and then only using two pitchers is going to be good going into that Angel series. So I think overall a great productive day for sure.
And think
Yeah,
about how
that was
impressive.
huge. Not having to waste arms today was massive.
Yep,
Well,
that's
think
the
about
biggest
this
thing.
though too. How impressive Garrett Richards was tonight with 6 innings of
He was
frame.
good, man.
Yeah,
Ever since they fixed that mechanic thing, his delivery was off, and ever since they fixed his mechanics, he's been a solid pitcher for them.
And
Absolutely.
it just seemed like the mechanics that he was a guy that was literally slinging every pitch. And we've seen this with the Angels. We've seen this with the Padres. So the second he comes into Boston and they really redevelop the mechanics for him, it's a lot smoother. It's also very it's very placer friendly. Location's working well. The grip and of course the control is much better. So maybe this is a newly revamped Garrett Richards, one that, even despite the injuries that he's had in the past, this is actually looking like a better middle of the rotation type of guy you love to have.
I credit it to Cora too, some of it, because it's like Cora was like, he saw the first 2 outings and was like, all right, guys, fix this. Like he went to his pitching staff and was like, or his pitching coaches and is like, all right, guys, like this is horrible. Fix this. Fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember the interview after the second game that he got absolutely shelled in, and even Cora was like upset. He was like you could visibly see it in him. He was not a happy camper. And that's when he talked to the pitching staff and was like, like in a nutshell, he's probably like, the hell am I paying you guys for? Fix this,
Yeah.
Yeah, the pitching staff has been super impressive this year. Hats off to them, not only being efficient, but holding teams down there in runs.
They have to, with what they got.
Yeah, they keep the offense in games, I think, and that's all you can ask for right now with the injuries and Sale being gone.
I tell you one thing though, if they get Sale back in late August, and they get Braziers back, I mean Darwinson, Hernandez and Braziers in the middle, and then you add Barnes as the closer, and then Darwin's, Hernandez, Whitlock, and Braziers that's not bad, man, for 6, 7, 8 guys.
Yeah, Darwinson struggled a little bit this year, but I think he has plenty of potential. And we didn't even mention Ottavino in there. He can pretty much come in whenever you need him
as
to.
a lefty,
As
a lefty, yeah, absolutely.
That's another guy that can really throw you real good off-speed pitches for sure, and even some good breakers with that slider. That's why he's I loved watching him coming out of the bullpens, especially in situational times where it's the 7th or the 8th inning. He can get it done.
Well, Ottavino is a really good ground ball guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's what drives hitters crazy with him, is a lot the delivery that he has and the pitches that he throws. A lot of those pitches are usually hit for weak ass ground balls to short and second base.
That's the guy you want coming in with bases loaded, nobody out. He's going to get you a ground ball.
And then you add the weird, the unorthodox delivery that he has too. I think they're going to be, if they can just outlast the injuries, that's the name of the game this year. Just, hold it together until we can get Sale back, hold it together until we can, to me, that's the name of the game going forward, is just you just got to outlast the injury bug in the pitching staff.
I agree.
Very much. But, and we can even summarize, the whole entire series itself. I mean, the A's take at least 2 or 3 from Boston on the road. I mean, in game 1,
that was big for Oakland to take 2 or 3. That was big. This was big because at least the A's, they're in the position where they're up 2.5 games in the West, where amongst Houston and Seattle are starting to knock on the door. But everybody else down below with the Angels and the Rangers, I mean, they're just trying to find some way to get kicking back up. Yeah.
But the A's really needed this one, because especially the fact that you've got Minnesota that you're continuing the road trip on, you got to then come back home against Houston, where Houston, they're the only ones looking at this standings, and they're looking at the opportunity of, we're going to go on the road to Oakland, potentially mess up their opportunity, and then take a leap to try to possibly get back up top to the division. That's
Like
one
So-
that the
like-
A's cannot allow that to happen.
Like Sox,
Right.
we gotta go into the Angel series strong. We gotta win two out of the three of those games.
If we don't win that series, we're getting passed in the standings.
Yeah,
Tampa Bay
yeah.
swinging a hot bat, the Yankees sneaking right up behind us. This is definitely probably the biggest series of the.
Don't
Tampa's-
forget about Toronto.
Tampa-
Also,
Yeah.
Toronto ended up sweeping the Braves already with 6 games that they
Yeah.
Tampa
faced them,
scares
and
the
it's been
crap out of
yeah.
me now. They've
Yeah.
whatever issues plagued them at the beginning of the season, they've figured it out. They scare the crap out of me.
Yeah, let's not forget they almost won the World Series last year. I mean, that's not a team you mess around with.
Well,
No,
if Kevin Cash
They had issues
didn't,
early on. They had a
Kevin-
lot of issues early on in the season, and they've whatever it was, they've figured it out, man. They
But yeah, if-
absolutely have righted that ship.
but yeah, if Kevin Cash didn't pull off a Dave Roberts in the middle of that World Series, it would have really changed things because they were not working lefties well. And I
What was it,
never
pulling
understood.
Snell?
Pulling Blake
yeah,
Snell,
he pulled
yeah.
Snell, yeah.
Yeah, you pull Snell, which they were terrible against left-handers, and they're all about. This is part of the reason that I have hated analytics and statistics that bad when it comes to postseason baseball because
Dude, momentum. Go with the
Yeah.
hot hand.
it's
go with the
momentum
hot
and
hand.
trusting your gut that your
Yeah.
pitcher is going to give you 6 to 7 quality innings, then leave your bullpen as like the lethal weapons that can come in the 8th and 9th to get the job done. And
Yeah.
hoping your lineup is going to string runs. I don't care how you do them, but you
'Cause
got to
they-
string
they-
them in.
There was some head scratchers last year in the Rays playoff run where it's just like, what are you doing? I was surprised they even got there with some of the management decisions to get to the World Series. I'm like, I was like,
Yeah.
there were more than a few times where I was like, they're going to blow this. They're
Yeah.
absolutely going to blow this.
And of course, you remember watching the infamous call where Brett Phillips in the base hit in the top of the 10th inning or the bottom of the 10th inning ended up winning that game
Yeah.
for the Rays to tie it 2-2 in that series.
That was an electric play.
That
Oh
was.
man. That was one that, and even Bobby sees my reaction and how crazy the call itself was. I was like literally energetic. I could not stop screaming.
I will say this though, that was an entertaining series.
It really was.
That was an entertaining series. The Rays are, but see, like, I like teams like this, like the scrappy team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, the Yankees are just like a bunch of schmucks to me because it's like, they don't know how to situationally hit the baseball.
No.
Because it's either a strikeout or a home run with them. And that's not the teams that can situationally hit the baseball are the ones that make the World Series.
I don't
If the
think
shift
they
is
had.
If the shift is on and you need to drive a ball to left field to get a base, to put a runner across from third, the Yankees don't know how to do that. They're
Yeah.
just going to swing for the fences and strike out 3 times and lead the runner on third base. Like it's the teams that win the World Series are the ones that can situationally hit and situationally pitch.
But you know what's funny, though, is that even on the momentum for the Rays over the years in their franchise, they have not had a balanced lineup since 2008. Am I wrong?
No.
Like, that is one that you could lead off with Akinari Iwamura, Jason Bartlett, and then have Evan Longoria and BJ Upton right there, either in the 3 or the 5 spot, and then have Carlos Pena in the cleanup spot. And then the rest of them, like Ben Zobrist, was all going to come in. So that seemed like that was a team that would string around runs. And then they've cared more about pitching. I don't know what it is about the pitching staff, but now they have Chris Archer back. Tyler Glasnow is pitching nasty stuff. But it's like every year the pitching staff always seems to get A+ credit because anytime you watch a reliever or a starter, they throw the craziest pitches that you can't even touch.
Right.
And I'm like, how in the hell are they even getting this much control and this, and this much movement on their pitches? I have no answer for it. It's ridiculous.
Once again, though, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on. I got to get up at like 3:45 in the morning, and it's like 10:30 here on the East Coast, and I got a dog chewing on my hand, and I got to take a leak like a Kentucky racehorse. So I am going to end this stream. But once again, Sox Arizona, we definitely got to do more stuff, man. We'll be in touch for sure.
Absolutely, man. Great win tonight. Thank you for having me on, Jake. Nice to meet you, my man. Chat. I saw the chat hit me up. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get out of here. Have a good night, guys.
Absolutely, you
good
too,
one.
man. Yeah, we'll definitely talk for sure with as far as baseball
We
and
gotta
everything
do.
else
You know what we
goes.
gotta do? We gotta do a hockey stream. We could do another hockey
The
stream.
playoffs, man. The playoffs, dude. I'm telling you, it's firing up really, really good right now.
We got we got to do a hockey stream. We got to work that out. We'll see what the schedules look like, but we definitely got to do a hockey stream.
Because I know it starts this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston and the Caps going at it on Saturday night. You want to talk about a physical series that two teams that hate each other?
Yeah,
dude.
And then Zdeno Chara in the middle of that. You're really gonna be ready for that?
Oh, dude, like it. There's gonna be 3 to 4 fights in that game. Yeah. But by the second period, I guarantee it.
And it's funny, we talked about that about Boston, about how they really needed to do much more to get their ticket into the playoffs, and sure enough that they did.
Hey, how big was that Taylor Hall move at the deadline?
What the fuck?
How big was that Taylor Hall move?
What the hell?
Hall and Riley, like, dude, the whole dynamic of the team changed after that.
Like
move.
Now he wants to play hockey. After all,
well, you know what? The interviews that he said he's playing meaningful games now. You know what I mean?
Oh, now he is.
That's what he said. He goes, I'm playing meaningful games now. So it's like, you basically were on a trash team, and we're just like,
Taylor,
I'm going to shut it down.
Taylor, just before Leon Draisaitl became the competitive number 2 to Connor McDavid. You were supposed to be that guy, and then Edmonton made the mistake of trading your ass. Then you have an MVP caliber year with New Jersey, and then you fell off the face of this earth just to then go get traded to irrelevant Arizona, who, by the way, missed the playoffs.
He's definitely been a journeyman. He's been all over.
But dude, I was right there on the cusp of almost calling him the most overrated player next to Patrick Laine. I was on the cusp. Because Laine is very overrated, dude. I am looking at that right now, but now, yeah, I don't know. I think John.
We definitely got to do a hockey one for sure. We'll work that out for sure, but we definitely got to do one.
I'm calling it John Tortorella to Seattle. I'm calling it, dude.
Torts to Seattle might not be a bad that.
It wouldn't be.
That might actually be a really, really interesting move.
But then again, he is a guy that really wants to win right now.
He is.
Yes, McChicken vlog, but we're ending this.
We're ending it right now, man. I gotta get up out of here.
The other Coach K. Hey.
You mean the Astros? How about this for Houston? Houston can have this right here. I got something for you. Here's another one too. Double.
Hey, I'm just doing this right now. Oh, there you are down below. He's probably can't wait until they come on the road to the.
I would try and communicate with the Astros like they usually do by banging on trash cans and shit like that, but I don't have one.
You mean Morse code? A little Morse code from there.
Yeah, let me bang on a trash can for some Morse code.
Alrighty, man. I'll let you go and get you situated and everything else. But yes, we're definitely gonna end up doing that, man.
We'll work that out for a hockey one for sure.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it was a lot of fun tonight, man. I know it kind of sucks. I wished I would have been able to start, but damn it, man, work just sucks.
No, I hear you, dude. I've been doing 12-hour days for pretty much a month now. It's
Braden. Yeah, Braden, you got that right. Yes, I am.
I've been doing 10-hour days for a while.
I just wish people could communicate better, man. I had fucking 20 pulls today, and one of them that was a brand new start that literally was green. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding?" You want me to literally perform the
That's usually how it goes, though, man.
I'm like, you literally want me to perform the exorcism right now on this new pull? Like, God. McChicken vlogs, I'm seeing you right now in that fucking McChicken. You better give me my damn McNuggets when the Chargers actually win something.
But thanks again, Jake. Appreciate you coming on, buddy. That was a lot of fun. We'll definitely be in touch.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
We out of here, and fuck the Chargers.
Oh, God. Fuck the fucking Patriots. Revenge game, bitch. Revenge game.